fear, centuries inside my veins, nothing left that still remains. Velvet nights repeat the same, every face a different name. Time has dulled what once would burn, still I ache for its return. Underneath this endless calm, something stirs, something wrong. I lure into decay, but I'm not done this way. I need the fire back again, something real to crave. I lure into decay, fading into gray. Touch the spark inside my veins, make me feel the flame. Live too long, still pretend. Every thrill comes to an end. Silk and shadows, empty air. No one left who truly dares. Heart beats slow, but still I wait. Balanced on the edge of fate. If you think you can ignite, step into my night. Break the silence if you can. Wake the ghost. Lure into decay, but pull me back to flame. Drag a hunger from the deep. Say you know my name. Lure into decay, don't let me fade away.
Martin Luther King.
Something true I can feel again. So still, centuries standing.
What's up, guys? What is up? Laughing Man, what is up, my brother? You're always here. I love it. I love it. You're always here first. Amazing, my brother. Thank you for the love. Definitely, we'll be talking about some, I don't know, maybe Antic will be coming by later, right? When I talk about the black community, that brother is close by, which is cool. I appreciate the critique, you know. I appreciate the pushback. So, before I continue, okay, I want to make some caveats, right? I love the black community. I do. I live in the black community. I work in the black community. If you know my history, right? I've dated predominantly black women. I have a black baby mama, right? So I have half black kids. Okay. What's my thoughts on Avengers Doomsday? I have high hopes for it. I have high hopes for it. I hope that they will go back to, you know, what made Marvel so amazing. So I have high hopes for it, but I mean, you know, Kevin Feige he's been testing my nerves, right? So we'll see. But yes, continuing. I don't know. I mean, in real life, right? I know plenty of white people online, but in real life, I don't know any white people, right? So I'm not doing shit for white validations. I don't give a shit, right? I don't. To be honest, I don't give a shit to try to get for anyone's validation, right? Yep. But Hollywood got a thing about screwing everything up. Gotta love Hollywood. I agree. This is why I'm very hesitant, right? I'm very hesitant on what they're doing. Disney is very woke, right? They are. So they do a lot of stupid things to, I don't know, appease the liberal woke fans. So, you know, we'll see. That's all I can say. I'm very hopeful, right? I haven't watched a single Marvel thing since I believe Wolverine and Deadpool, Deadpool and Wolverine. So it's been a while, okay? And and I've only watched since the whole after the Avengers thing. I've only watched Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and um, you know, Deadpool and Wolverine. Right? I didn't watch anything else because I really not a TV show, not anything else. So it is what it is. And so I'm fingers crossed that it will be good. Fingers crossed. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. Like I said, that is my caveat. If you think I hate the black community, well, then that's up to you. Right? That is up to you. The comic is 10 times better. I agree. I love the comics. Well, I love you know back the day. Comics nowadays have become woke, in my opinion, as well. Right? Definitely, characters are just turning gay, or has to be some DI shit. Right? There's always a minority. It's like they gotta always have women leads. I'm like, I'm sorry. When it comes to my entertainment, I'm a bit sexist, right? I just prefer my male action lead characters. So that's just me. That's just me. But yes, we'll be watching a bunch of things today. I will be critiquing and talking about the black community. Here's my thing. Why do I do it? Why does this Asian man have an opinion about the black community? Because I said this before. I care. I care. I think what is wrong is that when you focus on, let's say, racism, you're not focusing on what actually matters, what will actually change the black community. I don't know. I don't really care much for Lobo, right? I really don't. So, I mean, would it be cool? Yeah, but I mean, I don't really care much for the DC universe, right? I'm not really a big DC fan. I like Batman, right? I like Batman. I like, and this is the comic books, right? I love Batman comic books. I love Green Lantern comic books, but I'm not the biggest DC fan. I've never was, right? So, I don't know. We'll see. All right. Yes, like I was saying, okay. I want I want better for the black community. I always believe that how can you focus on what's happening outside your house when inside your house is a piece of shit? That is my idea, right? That is my viewpoint when it comes to the black community, where you're not fixing what's happening inside your house, but yet you care about what's happening outside. I think that's ridiculous. The ninja community DA, you got a separate too. Yes, I love the black community, but all I see is what. Yes, this is why, you know what? This is why I will always have an opinion, right? When the black community keeps on focusing on racism, keeps on focusing on the white man, and not focus on what actually matters, I'm gonna voice my opinions on it. But let's check out some videos tonight. I got some interesting videos. Right? Let's get started with this one.
On August 12, 2025, officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle after it was observed traveling 50 miles per hour in a 35 zone.
What's going on? I'm sorry?
Thank you. Over. Can you turn the light off?
No? Who else you got in the car? Just
Nobody. Can you turn the light off my face?
you? Okay. One, you're speeding. Two, you failed to use the signal to change lanes. It's called improper lane usage and failed the signal.
Is you CPD? Who is you?
Elsa,
Okay, what you want?
do you have your driver's license and insurance, sir?
No.
Why not? Do you have
I
a
don't.
state ID? You have some kind of identification to show
No, I
me
don't
who
have
you are.
nothing on me.
All right. What's your name? Keep your hands up on the steering wheel.
Is you
please.
CPD or something? Who is
I'm
you?
with
like,
Elsa.
like who
Elsa
you supposed
Police
to be?
Department. What do you mean by that? Who am I supposed to be? I'm the police with the Elsa
So you
Police
get that
Department.
light out my face though. You see me, bro? Why you got the light in my face?
Okay.
You see this? You were speeding. All you do is like, you know what? Have a fucking driver's license, give the driver's license, get the ticket. Drive away. All right? You are in the wrong. You're speeding. Yeah, it's an attitude immediately. That is a big, this is why, I swear, here's the thing, right? I've said this, right? Two things can be true at once. I don't disagree. There are bad cops out there, 100%. There are jerks of a cops. There are cops that honestly believe in the stereotypes, which it's hard to not to, right? It's hard not to, particularly when you're a cop. I 100% agree. Over policing, I 100% agree. But it's like, also I think about how can you not over police when you you do a large amount of crime, right? a large amount of crime. Okay, how? I mean, it's like, yeah, over policing, but I'm not saying that 10 out of 10 it's all innocent people being over policed, right? So it's like there's a lack of respect in the black community for authority. I'm sorry, whether you like it, hate it, you must respect police officers. I'm sorry. It's just how the world works. When someone has authority, it's just like how you should always respect your parent, right? Not just because they're your parent, but because they have authority over you, right? They're they are someone of authority. Just like you should respect a teacher, just like you should respect a principal, you should respect police officers. I find it ridiculous that some people would, uh, you know, disagree with that. I mean, you may hate the police officer, but that is, we have given them the power, right, to enforce certain laws over us. They are the enforcement of law. They are the enforcers of laws. They have the power. So to off the bat, no respect for them. Yeah, I don't know why you think that you'll be going down a good path.
Put your hands down and relax a moment.
You
sir.
just said put my hands on the wheel. Now you saying put them down.
Right.
So which one?
I don't want your hands in my face right now. That's why.
I don't want light in my face. Can you get the light on
You
my
don't
face?
have that choice right now, sir.
That's not do. You see me talking. Can you get the light on my
Get your
face?
hands. All right, step out of the car.
Get the light on my face.
Sancho, step it out. Get out of the car. Jeremiah, it's time to step out of the car. Jeremiah, it's time to step out of the car.
What I'm stepping out for?
Because you're going to be under arrest for battery to PO. Get out of the car.
No, I didn't do this.
Jeremiah, you're obstructing identification also. Time for you to step out of the car, Jeremiah.
What? I don't have no ID. I told you that.
You need to.
I don't know. It's like the absolute insane. Like so many times I've seen these people, black or white. I don't give a shit, right? People that police officers pulled over. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. Driving without ID is like absolute stupidity. You weren't competent enough to get an ID. So we should trust you to be competent enough to drive, right? To drive. Something that can be considered as a weapon.
Step out of the car.
I don't got no reason to.
Time for you to step out of the car, Jeremiah. Jeremiah.
For what?
All right. It's because you're going to be under arrest. That's why.
For what?
Step out of the car.
No, for what? I don't got no reason to.
Step out of the car. Keep your hands where I can see them.
I don't got no reason to.
Get out of the car, Jeremiah.
Hey, you gotta call somebody, bro. You gotta stop putting on my door.
Step out of the car, Jeremiah.
What?
Because you're under arrest. That's why.
I'm not under
You're under arrest for obstructing.
I'm not under arrest.
Get out of the car, Jeremiah. Let's go. Time to get out of the
I
car.
didn't do nothing to get under arrested, bro. You just told me.
You just did.
What I do?
You're
I moved
obstructing-
the light out my face. Get
You're
the light
obstructing.
out my face.
Get out of the car,
I don't
Jeremiah.
gotta let you keep the light in my face.
Step out of the car.
No, bro.
Time for you to step out of the car, Jeremiah. Come on.
For what?
10-4 for now. Step out of the car.
What?
I just told you why. You're under arrest now. It's time for you to step out of the car.
I don't got no reason to. I'm not under
I
arrest.
just gave you a reason. Time for you to step out of the car.
Not to get arrested, bro. I don't know what you.
I just gave you a reason why you need to get out of the car. You're under arrest. Get out of the car.
You got the right to keep the light in my face.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You see?
He actually does, because you gotta think, right? He has to keep attention what's happening inside a car. He has to keep attention, right? He has to know what's happening. I just saw a video, right, a little while back of a guy where they pulled over a woman. The passenger, right? The someone who's sitting right next to her. He was putting his hand underneath the car, underneath the seat. And all of a sudden he's pulling out a gun. What, 5, 6 police officers just start shooting through that window, right? Start shooting through the car. Literally, like, you got to think, right? Even though if you don't like it, police officers usually do things because there's a reason, right? There is an incident that happened where, you know what? It's better to be cautious than to be dead.
Step out of the car. I'm going to break the window if you don't.
I'm gonna drive off.
Then you're going to have additional charges on you for felony.
No, I don't. You can't just break the window. Who was you?
You're obstructing my investigation now. Time to get out of the car. Let's go. Come on.
Just call somebody, bro.
I have people here. They're right here.
Just finish with the whatever you got.
Then get out of the car. I'm not done because you're under arrest. That's why. Let's go, Jeremiah. All right, I'm going to break the window right now. Let's go. Central, he's taking off. Eastbound 119th Street.
Eastbound 119th Street. You got a description of it?
Male, black, gray sweatshirt, tattoos on his hands.
Male, black, tattoos on his hands.
He flies past me down Pulaski over there. Cuts me off. He's doing 50. Doesn't use his signal. Cuts me off. I pull him over. Tell him why I pulled him over. Ask for his identification. I'm gonna keep his hands in his steering wheel. I got my flashlight on. Hits my hand with this hand. Get the flashlight out of my face, he says. I said, now you need to step out of the car. Time for you to get out of the car. He says, for what? I said, right now you're obstructing identification and my investigation. Time for you to get out of the car.
So that's the 50 guys following or no?
Negative.
Never. I'll just going to release you 22, 28 hours.
Just so you know, I went code 2 from 127.
Yeah, because he was getting squirrely. I asked for you guys to step it up, so I appreciate it.
I'm saying stepped it up and asked for your status.
Yeah.
You weren't answering, so I didn't get on the radio to say code 2, but I just letting you know.
Turn himself in. Next day, officers contacted the man by phone to see if he would turn himself in.
Hello?
Hi, this is Sergeant Riley with the Elsa Police Department. Is this Jeremiah?
Yes.
How are you today?
Good.
Good. The reason I'm calling is in regards to the traffic stop last night that you were involved with.
Yeah.
All right. We're asking that because of what occurred that you turn yourself in to the Elsa Police Department for several traffic complaints that were written against you for that incident.
You said turn myself in?
Yeah, that's what we're asking. You know, if you're willing to do that, we can obviously get you processed and issue the citations to you for what occurred with that, and then release you right away. If, however, you choose not to cooperate and we have to go get a warrant, there's a good chance that when the warrant is issued, if you do get arrested, that you'd end up having to stay overnight in jail until you see a judge the next day.
Well, I don't know, what is it for though? Like,
well, there's traffic violations, several traffic violations, and then when you push the officer's hand away with the flashlight, that was considered a
he had the flash in my face. I moved his hand.
Right, that was considered a battery to a police officer. No, that's not a felony, you know, because there was no injury or anything, but you can't have any unlawful contact with the police like that. So.
No, he had the flash in my face, and I kept asking him, keep moving. He said, I told him he didn't have the right to do it.
Right.
He said, yeah. And I'm telling him, like, no. And I moved the flashlight. I didn't push himself or nothing. I just moved it.
Okay. All right. And then taking off from the scene, too. That's considered fleeing and eluding.
No, because he was trying to bust my window. I'm like, no, you ain't got the right to do that. He was yanking on my car, trying to open my car, like, pull me out the car. And he started busting on my window.
Okay. All right. So that's why there's court. All right. You'll have the opportunity to tell the judge if you want with an attorney, whatever you'd like, however you would like to handle that in court, to be able to tell them your side of the story as well. So, and I know that everything is on body camera. It was all recorded.
Let's see if he does turn
I had
himself.
the opportunity to see that myself. So if you're willing to turn yourself in and get this taken care of before we have to go get a warrant, that would be greatly appreciated.
I don't even know where to turn myself in to.
Okay. Elsa Police Department. All right. And do you have a pen and paper so I can give you the address?
No.
All right. If you Google it, it should come up with the address of.
I can just type it in.
What's that?
You can see it, but I can just type it in.
Yeah. Yeah. It's.
Please provide the full address, including state.
Yeah, it says 18 minutes.
Yeah, we're on 123rd, right in between. We're asking that you turn yourself in so that you can be processed for the complaints that were brought against you for what occurred yesterday with the traffic violations that you had, and again, the complaints for the battery to the officer and the fleeing and eluding. So I believe you were pulled over for some speeding, lane violations, and failed to signal, and then throughout that investigation, it was also learned that you have a suspended license.
Yeah.
So, you know, it probably could have been a lot easier and less citations if there was a little bit of compliance on scene at the time of that from you with the officer, you know, but it is what it is. I understand. Hopefully we can get this taken care of now. You can go to court and get things worked out there.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They trying to hold me.
No, I can't. We can't hold you based on the charges that are that have been prepared for you. So they're all misdemeanor charges. We'll release you right away, give you a court date of when you got to go back to court, and then after that, it's history for the most part. Once the court decides what to do with everything, and whatever you work out with your attorney, the judge, and the state's attorney, it goes from there.
All right, so you saying I can come right now, or like
yeah,
wait till tomorrow or something?
Yeah, if you want to come down, that's fine. We're here.
All right, I'll be there.
All right, when you get here, go to the upstairs vestibule. There's a phone. Riley. Yeah.
The man was charged with battery, resisting arrest, obstructing, and multiple traffic violations. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
I give him credit. If he actually went to the police, turned himself in, I give him credit. But this is a thing where people are being taught, right? Particularly in the black community, not respecting authority, right? You are driving without a license. You shouldn't be doing that. Right? It's already, you are in the wrong. And then you are the one speeding, right? And literally no turn sign. I mean, like, you are still in the wrong. So for you to have an attitude when you're the one who's in the wrong, it just shows you that you have an attitude regardless. Okay? No, I don't think that's okay. But what I said is I give him credit where credit is due. If the man is going to turn himself in, that gives him credit, right? Where he's not continuing to escalate it. So I give credit where credit is due. But again, I'm gonna be honest. There was no need for the attitude. He's like, yes, officer. You know what? I don't have my license right now. I'm on my way home. Blah 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 blah. He probably gives you a ticket. You tell him your name, your birthday, maybe your social security. Boom. Okay, you get a ticket. You get a ticket for speeding, probably for driving with a suspended license, and that's it. Those are not what we said. I don't know, right? I don't know, but those are not arrestable offense. Okay, so he could have got the ticket and left. So he escalated, and it's just another thing where I said it's not racism that's a problem; it's attitude of the black community. I'm sorry. You have an attitude, right? You are in the wrong. There was no racism there. You were in the wrong, right? It doesn't matter if it was a white person, right, in the car, Asian person, whatever. When you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong, right? We have laws for a reason. It's law and order. Cops are supposed to, create order in our society. That's their job. So, that's something that we got to talk about. Wakanda forever community. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so I saw a few clips of this, right? Charleston White. I think, I mean, I agree with this guy's take sometimes. Some takes I don't agree with. I already said this. I said this plenty of times. You shouldn't agree with anyone 100%. Right? This is why I love my audience, right? My followers. They think for themselves. They don't agree with me all the time, and that's promoted, right? We shouldn't always agree with everyone, with everything and everyone. We shouldn't. We need to make our own decision. It's not about agreeing with people. It's like finding the logic, right? So yeah, sometimes I agree with Charleston White. He's a I don't know, social media guy, very a commentator on, the black community. I agree with a lot of his takes. So I saw a few clips of this on TikTok, and I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to check out the full clip. It's only 21 minutes, which I'm a little bit surprised on. I thought it would be longer, but it's only 21 minutes. So we'll check it out. Evil Eddie, you funny bum. I disagree. We agree with you on all time with you all the time. Boy, I love you, my brother. I love you. I love you. All right, let's get started.
Problem with his baby mama. You hate your baby mama. She hates you. How we gonna get together and the two people who made a seed can't even come together? Nigga, I don't trust you.
All right, so what you think we need to do as a community to change that?
You need to go back and apologize to every woman you think you have hurt, whether you think you've done it or not. Apologize. It's not a narrative.
We're at that page.
It's about
We're at that page.
From within.
We're at that page.
B Blanco.
And y'all see who we got in the building, man.
Yeah, the neighborhood crime watch, they tell on everybody. Yeah, nigga, your motherfucking car been sitting out in front of the house too long and I see that inspection sticker out. I'm calling code compliance on your ass. Yeah, don't let your all break down and go to leaking. Yeah, I'm that kind of nigga.
We got Charleston White in the motherfucking building, man.
Yeah, I ain't doing it wrong, so I can tell on everybody. Yeah, the nigga who ain't breaking law can tell on everybody. That's what I pay taxes for. I couldn't wait to be a law-abiding citizen.
But why you like telling though?
I don't tell on niggas that's minding their business, selling dope, going in the house, telling the nigga not to park in front of his neighbor's mailbox. But that nigga let them niggas come over and park in front of my house, block the other neighbor driveway. When we go to the store, them niggas say, "Hey, school, I got that gas." Yeah, that nigga. Yeah, that nigga at the store bothered me with that. I got that gas on. I don't.
Y'all see this crazy motherfucker just walk past the camera? We got 607 Uncle in the building too.
Yeah, that nigga
building in the building.
Yeah, nigga, I just be meddling people, nigga. And I found out that the fastest way to skirt niggas is
607. You can get your ass up. You can walk through it. Crawling on the floor.
That nigga don't sleep in the bed.
Nah.
What?
I don't sleep on the bed. I actually sleep on the floor.
On the floor.
On the floor.
He a different type of creature.
Nigga. Yeah, it's a creature. That's what you said.
Yeah,
different kind of species.
Why so serious?
He came in this bitch the Joker, man.
Yeah, that nigga got that man from a kid that probably won't ever get out of jail till he grown.
Damn.
Yeah, nigga. We seen some young niggas yesterday. They were live with it though. But nigga, they where we was, nigga. The dumbest when you the dumbest and you think you the smartest at the most critical point in your life when you won't listen to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
17, 18, 19, 20, that's the most critical part of your life. And you the dumbest because you think you know everything.
Why they starting at 13, 12, 13, 14 now though?
Because nigga, 15 years ago, we had an evolution of children that became murderers at 9 and 10 years old. So the 12-year-olds had to catch up, nigga, if the 10-year-olds got the switches. Yeah, y'all don't remember them little kids in Chicago that was getting killed before Chief Keef made that song? Them niggas were 9, 10, 11 years old when them baby first started dying.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't catch on till King Von died, so I was late.
Before Chief Keef and them?
Yeah. That little nigga on the bike that got killed, homie.
JoJo?
Yeah, them niggas were babies.
Yeah,
them niggas were babies.
That shit spread it around the whole country.
Yeah, that demonic spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's called, niggas,
That shit running all through Chicago.
And it is.
It's bad everywhere, man.
No, it ain't.
You don't think so?
It ain't bad in my neighborhood. My daughter have never had a fight. My children have never lived.
Is that in the inner city though?
Yeah, in the inner city. I don't live in the country. I live in the inner city. My children have never been in an environment where they have to fight.
I mean,
never.
I ain't gonna question that, but I find it hard to believe in.
No. If you got a daddy around, nigga, your kids don't have to fight because your father teaches you things that other children who have to fight don't have. Strength, male strength, conflict resolutions. See, my son got a daddy that he can say, "Daddy, I think I might have to have a fight," and I can say, "Man, that nigga don't want to fight. He's scared." I can coach him. And nigga, he got a knife to stick a nigga that his daddy and I already told him. So, nigga, you have to train up a child. You can't just raise it. You have to raise it. You have to discipline it. You have to correct it. You got to love it, and you got to train it.
But what about when the discipline been taken away by the white man? How that work?
The white man didn't take the.
That's the thing. Right? See, that's the problem. That's the problem I have. This is why I'm sorry. This is why I will speak out by that shit. It's always the white man. I've said this. I did a debate, a TikTok debate live yesterday. Okay, I'm arguing with people. They said, "What's the basis for your argument? What's the basis for you for?" It's not about I believe all men or I support men and F women. No. The basis for my argument, right? The basis for my argument is 100% accountability. Stop blaming the white man. Stop blaming the government. Stop blaming your mom, your dad, every motherfucker out there besides yourself. Stop it. Right? Stop blaming everyone else but yourself. You're not a good father. Don't blame the white man on that. You're not in your kids' lives. Don't blame the white man on that. The white man is not telling you how to raise your children, okay? You are doing it. Stop it with that BS. This is why I'm talking about, this is why I have to talk about this shit. Stop blaming the white man. And I can tell you this, I said this in the beginning, right? I don't give a shit about the white man, right? I'm not looking for white validations. People are the white people. No, I don't care. I don't care. I care that we understand, all us as human beings, as adults, understand accountability. Understand that the only thing you can control is yourself, right? The only thing you can control is yourself. Stop blaming others. Look at yourself. Blame yourself. It's like I rarely, if ever, see anyone blame themselves before they blame others, right? Rarely. Neither women, neither minority, neither anyone, right? I rarely see other people will blame themselves before they blame other people.
Discipline away.
Yeah, you did.
How? My mama still whoop kids.
She took it out the household.
How?
Took it out the school.
Black kids have all. You got kids that go to CPS that get beat and molested. So how the white man took the discipline out when you still got the abuse? He didn't take the abuse out. He didn't put the abuse in, and he didn't take the discipline out. The discipline left because the parents got younger. I ain't gonna raise my kids how my mama raised me. Yeah. So you start having kids that was having kids who thought that when he hit her back at 2 years old, that was cute. When a little girl pop her pussy to a Sexy Red song, I'll get it back, get it, girl. So when she started fucking at 10 on a 12-year-old cousin, because he already hot too. So nah, nigga, the white man didn't take, there's some coaches that still jack your ass up. What started happening is the parents started coming to the schools, getting on the teachers in front of the kids. Nigga, nah, homie, the white man ain't done nothing to us. I swear to God he ain't. He put shit in place before we was born where he ain't got to do nothing to us. He said when he created the Willie Lynch doctrine, he said that we must do this now for future generations. May not understand. Shit. He said we might do this now so future generations might not understand. Because one day our kids go grow up and love these niggas and free these niggas. See how Jimmy was teaching nigga Jim to read in the room? Who you thought taught the nigga to read? Not the nigga. So it's the white kids who said, nigga Jim, when I grow up, I'm going to set you and your daughter free. It was the white boys' kids that had a love for the nigga that freed the nigga.
Yeah, because they fed them, watched they.
Man, nigga, because we're likable people and we love people.
Let me ask you this.
I've said this before. If you think I hate black people, fuck you. If you think I hate black people, fuck you. I believe black people are likable people. I believe black people are the coolest community around. That is why I say the shit I say. Because it is sad that you are the coolest community, yet at the bottom of every totem pole, right? At every statistics, at every studies, you're at the bottom. It's like, seriously. And then you complain the most. You complain like women, right? The black community as a whole complain like you're women, like you're weak ass women.
With the school system.
Education starts at the home, so let's not look at the school system.
You're correct about that, but if the parents don't know.
No. I don't give a so what your mom and dad is stupid. You gonna be stupid. That's life. It's not the white man's job to educate his niggas.
You're right. You can't expect your enemy to educate you.
So where was daddy at? Nigga, I was reading to the belly before the baby got here. I had to lay my head on the belly and read to the belly, talk to the baby in the belly, nigga.
But hold on, rap with me for a minute. We can't expect our enemy to educate us.
I don't.
True, but.
Ain't no but when you say we can't. Where the but come from?
In school, we think that the beginning of the black people were slaves.
We don't think that.
How? That's what we taught in school?
No. Why didn't your parents teach you about your grandparents? Why you are looking at that white man's school system to say they taught you slavery? Why didn't your mom and daddy tell you about their mom and daddy?
Because nobody ain't teach them.
Yeah, they did. They taught them.
Started a certain year in history in school.
No, hold on. I don't need history when everything is about your bloodline. History has nothing to do with your bloodline. The disease you catch ain't got nothing with what the white man eat. What's in your bloodline? Your genetics. High blood pressure running your family. Cancer running your family. That's why when you get on probation, they ask you about your mama and daddy, your grandfather and grandmother. They ask you about your immediate family. That has more to do than anything. What's in your bloodline? So you mean to tell me you go look past everything your family done been through? Your mama been beat. Your daddy been abused. Your grandmama. You go overlook all that and blame the white man for slavery and you've never seen a slave? Why?
That's the shit, right? Stop it. Stop. I've said this countless times before. Stop being shackled to the past. I've yet to really honestly hear anyone say, okay, how is slavery, how's Jim Crow actually affect you right now? How does it affect you? Does it stop you from buying a house? Does it stop you from getting a job? Does it stop you from saving your money? Does it stop you from not spending your money? Does it stop you from investing, budgeting, learning? Does it stop you? Does Jim Crow, does slavery stop you, the individual you, from doing shit? It doesn't. It doesn't. But talking about it, it stops you from doing anything, right? Talking about it, being shackled to it, it stops you from doing shit. Because why? Because you will use it as an excuse. I think human beings are, in my opinion, naturally lazy. Right? We are, right? I'm not saying all human beings, but I think a lot of human beings, they want it the easy way. Of course, I don't disagree, right? We want it the easy way. Who doesn't want to win the lottery, right? We all want to win the lottery. We don't want to work for our money. So what is easier, right? Taking accountability for your inactions, for your actions, or blaming someone else for your situation?
What your grandmama been through affected you? Why hadn't what your mama been through affected you? Why you going all the way back to slavery when you wasn't here? What did you see as a kid that hurt you? When your mama and daddy met at the club and your daddy pulled his bullshit ass up, your mama said, say, let me get y'all a drink. And when your mama caught your daddy fucking her best friend, what did the white man have to do with that? When your daddy said, bitch, fuck you. When your daddy wanted to get high and go up to the top of the projects and fuck, made another baby he knew he couldn't make. Nigga, you know.
And here's the man, right? This man just smoking weed.
How easy it was for niggas to get jobs when they were making babies back then? Niggas were working at General Motors, going to prison, coming home, that's mine. Coming home, still working for General Motors. Niggas built the roads. Niggas was the Mexicans. So you mean to tell me we know how to read? As little as we know how to read, the motherfuckers before us couldn't read. We can talk back to the teacher. What excuse do we have? What excuse do we have? Huh? So this is what I'm going to say. If you go blame the education system, go look at your mama and daddy and say, mama, why didn't you have me know A, B, C, D, E, F, G, little old blocks for me to play with? Why you didn't have me them flashcards, mama?
But what about when they didn't have them, though?
They always had them, homie. The niggas didn't even have books. The niggas didn't even have shoes to wear to school. The niggas went to school in the mud, had to walk in the mud. The niggas had it worse. We had Legos. The niggas had picked cotton. The nigga used to get beat at 4 years old if he didn't meet his quota. Ain't nobody beating 4 years old because they can't read today. What's our excuse, nigga? Not only did we have that, we got calculators. We got special ed. The niggas didn't even have special ed classes. So if the Mexican, the Vietnamese, the Arab, all these motherfuckers come over here literally stupid, can't speak the language. How they beat us?
How, I said this, right? How does a black community have a head start? They have a head start. I hear this thing, right? Constantly said that, oh, you know what? Immigrants come over here already wealthy. Are you stupid? We don't, right? My mom didn't come here wealthy. My dad didn't. It's like most of them didn't come here wealthy. Now, what they did come here with is family, right? Family. So what they did with, right, is they borrowed money. They borrowed money. This is something that anyone who's not an immigrant really don't understand. Immigrants, most immigrants didn't come here with money. They came here with family, okay? Family. So when you come here, right, there's already business to work for, right? You're working for your family. There's already loans. Your family's like giving you a loan, right? They give you a couple thousand for either for your own business or for your own house, right? They're loaning money to you. You just have to pay it back. No interest, but you pay it back, right? What immigrants come here with is family, right? Community. They don't come here wealthier than the black community. They don't. They come here more like a community than the black community. This is something that black people, white people, all these other people who's not immigrants, they don't understand. They don't know. Right? And I'm telling you the secrets. Right? I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you what the black community lacks. They lack a community. Right? They lack an actual honest community. Right? How can you, right? Black people are like the second, right? Have the second highest political powers, right? There are black presidents. There's been a black president. There have been black mayors, governors, police chiefs, policemen, right? There are more black people with power, right? With political power than any other group besides white people, right? Black people are already settled here. They already know English. They already know the environment. They're already making or should be making money already. Okay? They're already set up. But yet, on almost every metric, immigrants outdo black people. Hell, they even outdo white people, right? That's the insanity, right? Immigrants are outdoing even white people, right? Some even more education. They get more degrees. Some they have a higher family income than even white people, than even white families.
How they be? They ain't blame the white man. And the white man kicked them in the ass too. The Irish got kicked in the ass.
You don't think they getting help? You don't think the Mexicans getting help right now?
Shit. Nah, hell, now they ain't getting no help. They separate Mexican babies from their family, nigga.
Getting help.
Nah. You know where they getting help at? They getting help, nigga. They getting help just like the nigga getting help when they hire a nigga with a felony, and that white boy get a $20,000 tax write-off for hiring you felony niggas. The Mexican is hurting the motherfucker, but he helping him too because he paying the Mexican less and the Mexican working harder. And he bringing his cousin with him. His cousin that can't speak English is, if somebody helping him, but it ain't the white man. Now it's a white.
It's his community. It's his family. This is how there's a community, right? It's other immigrants helping other immigrants. This is the problem what black people don't see. They don't help each other, right? They will rob each other before they help each other. You don't like that? That is true. That is true. They would rob each other. They would kill each other before they actually would help each other. Your community isn't built on loaning money to each other. Vietnamese community, they are. They loan money to each other. Right? My mom got started her business because of a loan from my aunt. Right? My other aunts got the same thing.
Man know he illegal. That's taking advantage of him, exploiting him, paying him under the table, no benefits. If he get his finger cut off, he can't complain like the nigga. The nigga go complain, you don't give him a break. The Mexican ain't. So what excuse we got? Give me some more. Give me some more. What excuse we got, nigga?
I ain't gonna take you with no excuse.
Give me anything.
I'm gonna tell you this though. Right now, with what's going on with Trump and what's going on in the world with war.
That has nothing to do with it.
Hold on. Let me speak. Right now, ain't nobody paying attention to the black man. Right now, it's the best time for the black man to band together and do the shit. Why they sleep? Why ain't nobody paying attention to us?
I'm not banding with no black man that got a problem with his baby mama. I'm not banding with no black man that ain't got no control over his legacy. He can't even go change the baby last name and get his name put on the birth certificate. I'm not banding with that nigga. I'm not banding with no nigga that ain't birthed the babies, nigga, from all stages. You niggas gotta go fix what's in the mirror. When you come out the mirror, look around the house and see what needs to be fixed. Nigga, when last time you fixed something in the house and didn't have to call nobody to do it? When did you and your son, you and your cousin, you and your brother went up there and fixed the toilet, fixed the roof, cut the neighbor, cut everybody grass? When have you niggas done that? The Mexicans do it. When a nigga go to jail, when do you nigga bring a nigga into jail and say, our brother is weak. Let's teach him how to be strong. Say, you go show him the punch combination. You go show him self-defense. Nigga, to the end, don't tell me about banding with no nigga. You know why? You hate your baby mama. She hates you. How we go get together and the two people who made a seed can't even come together? Nigga, I don't trust you.
All right, so what you think we need to do as a community to change that?
You need to go back and apologize to every woman you think you have hurt, whether you think you've done it or not. Apologize. No, that's why we can't get ahead, nigga. All I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say why I say this. I got two kids. I got two kids by one woman who I was married to. I ain't got bastard baby. So go apologize. Go apologize.
I ain't apologizing.
So have you gone to jail on your kids? Have you gone to jail on your kids? No.
I come from a household, nigga. I come from a household, nigga, with no mama, no daddy, no shit, nigga. And I got more than
I know plenty niggas got that. But what are your morals like? Do your children behave properly? Do they pray like? Do they serve your God? Because you failed as a father and as a...
You see that? Right? You see the weakness of black men? I'm sorry. I'm gonna be upfront with you. You see the weakness? You see the weakness of black men? Right? Do you not see the weakness? So you can blame everyone else but yourself. Because they're triggered, right? They're being triggered, they're being emotional. Okay? This man is like, I'm not gonna apologize to my baby mom. You can't even be civil with the woman that you have a child with. And so it's true that if you can't even be civil with the woman you gave a child with, how can I be civil with you? How can we band together in a community when honestly the woman that you gave a child with doesn't even trust you and you don't trust her? how should I trust you? How can I trust you? This is why there's lack of a community, right? The only thing that's the glue, the only glue for the black community, right? The only glue for the black community is hating the white man. That's the only glue. That's the only glue. And if you take out that glue, guess what? They will hate each other, right? Black people will hate each other if you take away that one glue, right? The one thing that is sticking the black community together is the hatred of white man. If you take away that, right, where they have no white man to hate, they will hate each other. I just did a TikTok video, right? I mean, I put it on my shorts, right? Where black people in Africa are protesting because they want to kick out illegal black immigrants. Right? They want to kick out black immigrants. There are places in Africa, I forgot how it was, right? But like, I think it was black Muslims killing black Christians. There are places in Africa where they are tribal, right? So one tribe hates another tribe, right? So exactly the same that you see in Africa would happen here in America. But the only reason why it hasn't is because they have one thing. They all have a common enemy, the white man. If you take away the white man, there's no community. There will be no black community if you take away the hatred of the white man. And it's that weakness, right? Because they can blame everything else, blame everything in their life on the white man, on everything else besides themselves. Lack of accountability.
Mother, if your children don't serve your God, nigga, my son have never been arrested. My daughter, this is not a competition. This is not a competition.
Man's 18, nigga. Man's 18 and a motherfucking truck driver, nigga, with no felonies, with business accounts.
Have you ever been to jail on your children?
Say it one more time.
Have you ever been to jail on your children?
I have, yeah.
Hell no.
I haven't.
Hell no, I haven't.
I never.
So
hold on.
I haven't.
This is not a competition. I'm just asking questions because I'm a day one father. I didn't make bastard babies, for one. That's a curse that you put upon your children that the white man has nothing to do with. You curse your children having children out of wedlock. So I'm going to say this. I'm a day one daddy. My children don't know what it's like not to be in the house with their father. They was raised by me, live with me. If you ain't done that, my nigga, it's hard to talk to you brothers because you're getting offensive about what I'm saying rather than receiving.
Not with me,
no. It ain't about what. It ain't about what you. It ain't about what you because you still looking in the past. You just say I can't. I know.
When it comes down to a bitch that's fucked up, nigga, some bitches can't be corrected, nigga. Period.
Some bitches
can't be corrected.
Then why'd you give them a child? Right? It's like, okay, some women can't be corrected. Why did you pick that as your baby mom? Why did you, I would say the same motherfucking shit to women. Oh, men lie, men cheat. Why do you pick that man? Right? Oh, men are abusive, men are this. Why did you pick that man? Why was that man, in your eyes, so valuable to someone you give your body to, someone you give a baby to? Why? Right? Tell me the reason why you saw that man fit to be a father. Fit to have your body. Why? So if I could hold women accountable, which I do, I'm gonna hold fucking weak ass men accountable. This bitch ass man says women can't be corrected. Why did you choose that woman then? Right? Why did you choose that woman to give a child to? Shut the fuck up. Yeah. You're weak. You're a weak ass man. I said this before. Men that are controlled by women and lust, and I've been there. I've been controlled by it. So I'm not just speaking out my ass. I've been there. I understand it. But I was a weak man. I was 100% a weak man. Men that are being controlled by lust and women, you are a weak man. You are 100% a weak man. Wake up.
Some niggas, it ain't about the bitch. It's about what you done wrong to the bitch. The bitch didn't do wrong to you first.
How you know?
You showed up fucked up. You showed up fucked up based off what you just said. Based off what you just said. You just said you were with no mother.
You can't correct the fucked up bitch.
This ain't got nothing to do with the bitch. I'm talking about us, black men. take the eyes off the bitch. You said you showed up fucked up already with no mama, so how you gonna love her and you ain't get love from mama, which is the first teacher. Mama is the first teacher. So if you don't get love and nurture from mama, you go misuse and abuse her because you sure don't know how to use a woman, black man.
That's your opinion.
It's not my opinion.
That's your opinion.
Hey, man, I don't want to argue. Next question. Let's change the subject. I would book the talk. I would book the talk.
And I booked you.
A lot of podcasts make the mistake of over-talking their guests because they want to be seen. Why have the guests here if you want to do all the talking? The content comes from me asking the question, boom, get out your feelings, nigga. It's for them. It's for them. But I watch niggas from the streets. This ain't they lane. Because you have to ask, then listen. See, you lose your advertiser. Bunch of black men done got angry. This video just lost its sting. It was too much substance. Niggas got in their feelings because niggas can't think past their feelings. Why? Mama whoop ass when she get mad, not daddy. So you learn to mimic mama's traits and behaviors with anger and aggression because it's the only time mama discipline. Daddy discipline out of principles. Overlook a lot of shit. Mama get right on that ass. That's why niggas get right on your ass. Mimicking mama. We ain't never seen a man love our mamas. How can we confidently say we know how to love a woman? Until you go get God's love, nigga, you can't love your kids. You can't love nothing because it's a bitch. But when you say bitch, you spit on your kids too because you laid with the bitch. Mama said the best thing you can get them kids, boy, is to treat the mama right. No matter how sorry you think she is, you lay down with her. So whatever you think about them kids, with the mama, look at the kids because they got the same chromosome.
The mic static, you're mad.
They got the same chromosome. If she a freak, they got the freaky chromosomes in them too. If you a freak, guess what? The kids freaks too. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. So whatever you don't like about her, whatever she don't like about you, both of y'all look at the kids. It's in them. That's where the generational curses come from. And nigga, if us as men can't realize that the bitch go put out what you put in her. Stop putting so much dick in her, nigga. Watch her behave properly. Give her some proper instructions. Give her some game, nigga. Show her how to heal her hurt with her mama. Don't put your hurt and her hurt together and y'all trauma bond to end up hurting one another and working against your children based on how y'all feel about each other.
But let me say something to you. You prejudge some of us.
I'm not prejudging. I don't know y'all. I don't know y'all.
You stereotype some of us.
I'm not stereotype. I'm saying me.
But let me speak, my nigga. Let me speak.
I don't want. So this is why I don't do podcasts with black men. Because you want to tit for tat me rather than moving to the next question.
I ain't tit for tat you. I'm trying to get some game.
No. You attack me by saying I prejudge. And I'm saying, homie, I don't know y'all to prejudge.
But what you said was a very prejudgmental statement about black men.
Well, because most black men are not in the homes.
Exactly. You perceived us to be those type of black men. Yeah, the fuck you did.
I asked questions.
No, he didn't perceive you guys to be that black man. Right? You perceived it. This is again, right? You talk like women. Right? You talk like women. You didn't listen, right, to comprehend. You listened to react. Right? You listened to talk. He didn't say that you. He didn't say you were doing that. No, he was talking in general, right? He was talking about what's wrong with the black community, what's wrong with black men. He was talking in general. You were triggered by what he said. Instead of listen to what he said and process it. Take time to process what he says. But no, right? You are a bunch of men, probably raised by a single mother. So now you are just like a woman. You're just like a woman. Right? Instead of being logical, processing, critical thinking, you are then, instead of processing with your brain, with your logic, you're processing with your emotions. You're a woman.
I didn't perceive. I asked questions. I said, who been? Have you? I never perceived anything. I specifically asked questions because I know how to communicate in this form.
Okay, so if that is the case, you didn't give us a chance to clarify that we're not those type of men you talk about.
I never said you were. That's why I asked specifically. He said he wasn't. You said you did. Have you been in prison? Yeah. He said no. I did give you a chance.
I'm speaking of before that. When you talking about people kids.
I never said y'all kids. I said black men. I didn't say y'all, nigga. 73% of households. 73% of households.
You didn't say yes.
I didn't attack y'all, nigga. You took it as that. 73. I'm talking statistics without saying numbers. 73% of households are headed by a single mother. 80% of kids. Father names is not on an emergency contact in school. I can keep going on, homie. So it's not y'all. I said us. As a whole.
So, again, us as a whole, because it's about changing the narrative. We don't want to keep perpetuating.
It's not about changing a narrative.
How it ain't?
It's about
you don't want it to be changed?
No. Fuck the narrative. It's about changing the man in the mirror. I didn't look at a narrative, nigga. I went in the mirror. I walked back from the mirror, nigga, fixing what I needed to fix. I became the change I wanted to see. I looked around in the house. I didn't say nothing to the bitch. I didn't say nothing to the kids. I started fixing what needed to be fixed. I started cleaning up. I started focusing on me.
I love that. I love that. That is accountability. I've said this before, right? I've said this before. One of the things that was so helpful for me, right? And I promote this for all the men that listen to me, right? All the men that listen to me. One of the biggest things that helped me is learning accountability, learning to self-reflect, learning to blame yourself before you blame others. Hell, just blame yourself. Stop blaming others. Because the only thing you can change, the only thing you can affect is yourself, right? You're not going to change others. You're not going to affect others, right? People will be what they will be. But what you can do is change and affect yourself. I focus on myself. I focus on bettering myself. I focus on, you know, picking better, right? Having boundaries, right? All this stuff.
And as I got me better, my house got better.
And what I'm telling you, at the point in life that all of us are at, we're at that page.
It's about
We're at that page. We're at that page. So we're at that page. So we're on self-improvement.
I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not.
Charleston White scary ass has left the building. Fuck this nigga. Let him leave.
Let him leave. Yeah, because you guys can't. I'm sorry, right? This is why when I get black detractors, it's because you get triggered. You're not listening to understand. You're not listening to understand. You're listening because you're triggered, right? You're listening to react. You're triggered. So I thought this one was a great one, right? I mean, Charleston White said some amazing shit. Pretty much everything I 100% agree with. So he said a lot of good shit there. Here's another video I wanted to react to, right? This is a guy, I watched him a few times, right? I'm slowly watching him more and more, right? His content is pretty good, right? So I wanted to check this one out.
If you are a black person, please stop scrolling because what I'm about to say is really important. For some reason, I am seeing an increasing new wave of anti-black racist content from a variety of platforms, including X, TikTok, Instagram, and much more. And a lot of the times, these contents are very inaccurate, half-truths, and very reductive of context. And they seem to be coming from a variety of communities, if not alt-right sources. These contents are oftentimes attempting to paint black people in a very degrading and dehumanizing light by attacking factors such as black people's humanity, intelligence, moral character, and much more. And it seems like there isn't a real advocacy infrastructure to counteract these lies and fact-check them. And the lack of prevalent fact-checking or debunking to these claims seem to create a very false sense of validity and truth.
Why don't you give an example? I just hate when people this is why when I, maybe it's not popular, but this is why the way I do my TikToks, I pick a video. I talk about that video. That video is my example, right? What do you mean that people are, alt-right things are creating like false narratives? Give me an example.
And it is even worse because I am seeing a lot of black people feel undermined by these false content. However, it is very, very important to not internalize any of those narratives and recognize that they are oftentimes intended to create this exact feeling within you. And it is now more important than ever to not let them wear you down. And prior to feeling undermined or prior to reacting to any of the anti-black claim, source, or dehumanizing video that you may encounter online, I really encourage everyone to actually look into the basis, or the claim that is being presented in the video, to learn more about the account that is presenting those claims, to fact-check the validity of those claims. Are they true? And if they are derived conclusions, those anti-black claims, I would really encourage anyone to look into the different facts that could have led to that conclusion. So in order to address this, I am compiling a list of many different anti-black claims and lies that unfortunately float around about black people in many different social media platforms, paired with it a rebuttal or a reasoning that addresses those claims or debunks.
Not rebuttal.
Have the resources to untackle those claims. Thank you so much for watching.
All right, so I wanted to let it play, and then I'm gonna give my perspective now.
If you are a black person, please stop scrolling because what I'm about to say is really important. Platforms, including X, TikTok.
It's algorithm based, and if you don't understand how the internet works, my bad, y'all. Everything is algorithm based. So if you don't understand how the internet works, it's basically gonna show you what you look at for the most part. Obviously, you'll get new stuff in your algorithm where it's stuff that you ain't never, you've never seen or looked at. They'll show you things just to show
including
you. Hold on.
X, TikTok, Instagram.
If you pay attention to that stuff, then you're gonna see it. And this is where you come across a lot of people with a low level of intelligence that don't understand how the internet works. So I'll give y'all an example. Like, even for the white extremist that's gonna watch this video when I upload your DM, normally I'm even gonna look at it because my DMs is full of them saying, I don't pay attention to y'all. Y'all goofy. You're poor and broke. Get off my dick. Or get off my dick. For you white extremists. But and you haters, I don't give a fuck where you from. You could be black, white, green, blue, purple, don't care. But a lot of y'all have a low level of intelligence, especially when it comes to this black fatigue conversation. First of all, number one, notice again, I said the algorithm tells you everything is gonna show you what you want to see. And it's gonna give you confirmation bias. Why? Because it wants to keep you on the internet. So what it does is a lot of times, specifically Twitter is probably the main place where these people reside at. It's gonna show you exactly what you look at. So if you're watching a video of a black woman in Target fighting some white woman, and it's only gonna show you 9 times out of 10, these videos are only gonna show you the height of what happened. And it's gonna have a lying caption. It's gonna make you believe something that's not actually happening. So what it'll do is it'll show some random black woman in Target or some random black woman in TJ Maxx fighting some white lady, and the caption of the video says, black woman beats up random white lady for cutting her in line.
Here's my thing, right? His example, he's adding I guess I could call it a caveat component, saying the white woman. What would it say? What would his answer be where you see 2 black people fighting each other? I still see under the video, right, of 2 black people fighting each other, black fatigue. Not just even his scenario, right? Not just that scenario, but if you see black people hanging out with other black people around other black people doing things to other black people, you'll still see black fatigue. So what's your opinion on that? I just I feel like it's dishonest because you put in the white caveat, right? I think it's dishonest, right? And again, like I said, I like some of his guys' takes, but that is why I say you don't need to agree and you shouldn't agree 100% with anyone, right? I think it's a little dishonest when you says the white part. It really is, because you'll still get black fatigue comments under all black and all black content, right? If it's only black people interacting with black people, what's your excuse then? What's your viewpoint then?
And the white woman told her, don't cut me in line. Or a black woman beats up store clerk worker because she told her you can't steal from the store. Black man runs inside of McDonald's, or black man, I don't know, cusses out McDonald's employee because he wanted free food and they said that he couldn't get it. First of all, there's never no proof that this is exactly what happened. It's never proof. It's just also it's always a lying caption because they want to incite people to feel the emotional responses to what they're looking at. And again,
I don't disagree, right? I don't disagree. I take everything, right? Everything I see on social media, with a bit of skepticism, right? 100%, you should. But I think it's a little bit dishonest that do you think that, there's never been a black person that, let's say, beats up a Walmart employee? You think there's never a black person that, argues with a McDonald's employee? You think there's no black person that ever fights with a white woman in Walmart? I mean, I don't understand that part, right? None of the situations you say is like Star Wars-esque fantasy, Harry Potter-esque fantasy. It's not. It's very grounded. Now, the videos you see, right? Particularly the particular videos you see, okay? Yeah, maybe a skit, maybe a lie, maybe setup. Okay, I agree. Right? You take things, maybe AI. I 100% agree. Right? You take things with a bit of salt, right? A caveat, as it may. But you cannot say that what you're seeing is impossible. You can't say what you're seeing never has happened. Okay? You can't. This is why when I show a video, okay, even if it's a skit, it's just a visual example, right? So this is why this woman's viewpoint is, in my opinion, very weak. You show me no example. You show me no visual proof. You're just saying things, right? You're saying things with no basis. So I don't really understand. What do you mean the anti-black thing? What? It's like, because you want to show the example of what you mean. Oh, this is what I mean by anti-black. Whether it's a skit or not, right? It's anti-black. This is the example, right? Someone's doing this, they're doing like that. That's obviously anti-black. Okay, then I get it, right? I can visualize the example, or what you mean by anti-black. But when you just blink and say, "Oh, anti-black," I see anti-black content, anti-black content. What does that mean? So because in my mind, it's like what someone calling black people the N-word constantly. It's like that's why it's disingenuous, right? It's dishonest. You're just saying shit. You're saying shit. So because I can't understand what you think because we are different people, right? So I don't understand what you think if you don't show me a good example or at least explain it, right? She didn't really describe nothing. She didn't describe nothing, so you can't understand what she's saying.
Never shows the start of the video. It only shows what's happening at the height of the video, the climax, so they can get the most views possible. Because anybody that's on the internet that's a content creator, you understand that when you first start off a YouTube video or a TikTok video or an Instagram video or X video, Twitter video, you want to show the height first because people have short attention spans. They just swiping. So they want to see the main thing happening at the start of the video because nobody's going to usually sit there for 12 minutes while a whole different situation is going and wait until the 8-minute mark for what happened. They're going to want to see that within the first 10 to 15 seconds of the height of the video. So because people understand that, that's what they're going to push out there to show for the masses of the people that's watching that's on these platforms. So it's going to show you a caption that's not actually what happened, and it's only going to show you the climax of the actual situation. So it's going to make you truly believe that's exactly what happened if you have a low level of intelligence. And again,
but here's my thing, right? I don't disagree. I agree. That is how the internet works. But it's not necessarily saying that, oh, white man or black woman beating a white woman, that's black fatigue. No, it's the attitude. Fighting is, I'm not saying it's black fatigue, but fighting is just, I believe, like, it's like, unless you're being paid, right? Unless you're being paid, right? Being paid, a prize fighter, right? We are all civilized today. This ain't like, I don't know, 1900, 1800s or whatever, right? You're not having a duel. Like, come on, be civilized. Just talk that shit out. Particularly, let's say, particularly things like that nowadays. I know so many people who get stabbed. So many people who get shot. It's not worth it, right? That's why I believe like just fighting out in public is, in my honest opinion, unless you're a group of friends, right? A group of friends getting together and just having a spar. Okay, that's cool. But you're fighting with people you disagree with. It's like you're emotional, right? You're emotional. You can't control your shit. It's just low class in my opinion.
The algorithm knows what you like to watch. It's all come from content. If I love watching content about back, I'm a neurosurgeon. It's going to show me neurosurgeon content. We're beating people up. All we do is rape everybody. We just kill everybody and we don't have jobs. We just murder everybody and kill everybody and we just steal from the store. That's all we do all day. We don't go to work. We don't like walk around and do normal everyday stuff. All of us, just because of our skin color, that's all we do is just run around and kill everybody. So since that's what you want to believe,
I think that's not true. I don't think people want to believe it. This is my thing, right? This is my gripe with the black community, right? I said this in the beginning. I said this in the beginning of my stream. You can't focus what's happening outside of your house, right? You can't focus on the grass, how there's crack on your sidewalk, how there's a pothole in your street, how there's a broken car in your yard. You can't focus on all the shit that's happening outside your house when inside your house you have a broken window, right? You have a hole in your floor. You have you have shit on the floor, right? You have, I don't know, dead cats, dead animals on your floor, right? Where you have a hole in your wall, right? You have a broken light. It's like you are living in a dilapidated house, right? So how about focus on the immediate? Focus on your house. Focus on what's happening inside your house before you focus on what's happening outside, right? Just like when I was talking about, just like we had the Charleston White thing. I don't give a shit about what's happening outside. I look in the mirror and focusing on me, focusing on this. We have today the black community talking about the white man this, right? The white man this, my mother that, the government this, no father that, right? Not taking accountability whatsoever. Not taking accountability whatsoever. Why didn't you focus on yourself? Why don't you better yourself? We're adults. It's not impossible to do that, right? It's not like it's the 1900s. You could do that. Every individual person can do that. Thanks to this. Almost every individual person has this, right? A phone of some kind, a smartphone of some kind, right? There are YouTube videos about saving, YouTube videos about budgeting, YouTube videos about investing, right? YouTube videos about, improving your mindset. You can change your mindset. You can do it today. white people aren't thinking that every black person is doing the R word. Every black person is killing each other. No, but what white people are doing is that. Give me a minute. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's me, Evil Eddie. You know, we should do that sometimes, right? I don't mind talking to you. I love you, my brother. We definitely got to do that.
It's gonna show you exactly that because that's how the internet works. It's called being under control. You being indoctrinated and don't even know it. So me, stuff I see on the internet, I don't just take it at face value. I always try to look up and try to find, okay, what's the context behind this? Is this actually true, right? So, but again, a lot of people don't care about if it's true or not. They just want to believe what they want to believe, specifically the white extremists. So they're going to use the black fatigue trope because that's what they see online all day. The same way you can see it on the flip side. If you want to say that all Indian people eat dirty street food, then you actually gonna believe that because your algorithm is gonna show you exactly what you want to believe. If you want to have a victim mentality, or if you have a victim mentality as far as how you think about life and everybody out to get you, it's gonna make you believe things are happening more often than not. And it's just it couldn't be further from the truth, right? So that's really all that is. It's confirmation bias, and everything on the internet gets sensationalized. And if you've seen it in a small amount of time, guess what? You can watch 30 videos within 2 minutes. And if you've seen 30 videos within 2 minutes of the same type of stuff happening because the algorithm is showing you that, then imagine what's going how many videos or how many stories you can see in 2 hours of just swiping online, and how it's really going to start to control your mind and genuinely believe that these people or this situation or this subject is really, really, really deep and intense. It's not to say that it's not deep and intense at all, but it is to say that it's going to make you believe stuff is happening more often than it is, and just the way the internet and the world work. You know what I'm saying? So don't let the internet cloud your mind and do your own research. If you actually go outside and get offline and stop being chronically online, you'll notice that the average black person is not doing anything. They're walking around and living life. The average black person doesn't have a criminal record, but the internet will make you believe that they do. The average black person is not homeless, but the internet make you believe that they are. The average black person has a job, but the internet will make you believe that they don't have a job. The average black, I don't know, man.
I agree, right? I agree, right? The average black person. This is the thing. I've said this before. I think the average black person they don't care about racism. That's probably my controversial opinion. The average black person doesn't care about racism. The average black person isn't thinking about white people, right? The average black person isn't like caring about I don't know, systemic racism, redlining, all of that bullshit. The average black person isn't. They're not caring about that. They're not. They're living their life. I 100% agree to that. Okay, I 100% agree with that. What I do say is right. It's I guess the vocal minority. I'm telling them to shut up. Right? I'm telling them shut up. That's probably how I go about it. I do. I mean, laughing man. I like seriously. Like I create Wednesday's live stream so I could talk to people, right? So you guys could come up so we could talk to each other.
And ain't
Hell, I mean, like, yo, if you wanted to, we could be like, go on. You could come on a Wednesday and we could talk about Avengers, right? We could talk about any. I leave Wednesdays for us to talk about anything, literally, right? Evil Eddie, you could come up and we could just shoot the shit, literally. That's how I set up Wednesdays. Where honestly, I have a very loose idea, right? Wednesdays, I have a very loose idea, but I set it up where I don't mind changing it up, right? Wednesdays, I strictly made it for you guys, right? Wednesdays is I make it for you guys where we can talk about pretty much any topic, any and every topic. No. I don't know. I think I don't remember last time, but like I think it was your mic, right? It was there was mic problems. But bro, come up. We could talk about anything and everything. I'm 100%. I definitely. Because sometimes when there's feedback, when there's like, mic issues, it's might not be the most comfortable listening, right? But no. No, yeah, I mean, like, bro, I'm telling you, right? I mean it, right? If you guys want to just shoot the shit and talk about anything, any topic, where we could talk about Avengers stuff, we could talk about Avengers things, we could talk about gingers, right? If you want to, I don't have much opinions on gingers, right? But hell, I mean, maybe I could think of something, right? So we could talk about anything Wednesdays. That's how I set up for Wednesdays.
Murderer, but again, the internet to make you believe that that's the case. So a lot of y'all need to get off the internet and start going outside.
And a lot of the times, these contents are very inaccurate, half truths, and these
off posting content that's sensationalized. Understand that too. So if you on any of these pages, Twitter, Instagram, X, you seeing all.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think that's pretty much it for his thing. Yeah. He's just reacting to a video. I agree. I mean, yeah. We can talk about gingers. Like I said, I don't have like a substantial opinions on gingers because, to be honest, hell, I think gingers are very rare, right? Gingers are very rare where I'm come from. So I don't see many gingers here. Right? I don't know about you. Let's keep it a little bit PC. Let's not talk about I'm sorry, right? This ain't Rumble, right? This ain't Rumble. So I'm pretty sure I mean, like, we could talk about it, I guess. We could talk about it. In a way, but we can't go too crazy talking about it. Just don't go too crazy. That's it. I know, my brother. I know. Natural redheads, gingers, constitute approximately 1 to 2% of human population, making the rarest natural hair color. That's what I'm saying, right? I think in my lifetime, right? I believe if I maybe, right? In my lifetime, right? My 40 years of life, I think I've only seen maybe 2 or 3. Dizzy, what is up, my sister? Anti-war protester sign. No Vietnamese ever called me an N-word. Avocado, okay. That's interesting. Interesting anti-war protester sign. But thank you for being here, sister. All right, let's check out some police cam videos. Red Door, what is up, my sister? What is up? Thank you for being here, sister. All right, let's check this one out.
It's a hot July day at an apartment complex in Kalamazoo, Michigan, where police respond to a reported shooting.
Is he in here? Yeah, I'm getting flagged down here. Bottom side of 1332. North stairwell.
In a stairwell area, first responders find 30-year-old Charles Lee Ware suffering from a gunshot wound. The victim was transported to a hospital where he was pronounced dead a short time later, according to authorities. Next, officers look for any potential witnesses.
What did you see today?
Well, I was in there getting my hair done and I just heard the shots. I fell on the ground. And when I didn't hear any more shots, I looked out the door and so I went to the stairs and that's when I seen him laying there.
Okay. Do you recognize that male laying in there?
I've seen him around here before, but I don't know.
Officials canvass the crowded complex and eventually hone in on one apartment that they believe may be linked to the crime. Down this corridor, police keep an eye on the door after attempting to knock multiple times. But minutes later, to their surprise, a woman emerges from the apartment.
We'll just go right out this way if you don't mind. We'll talk out here. Do you live in one town?
And this is what I'm saying, right? This is why I say literally when I would bring up black and black crime. Right? Who's doing the ceiling cricket? I don't know. It's always there, right? This is why I would say the black and black crime. That is more important than police violence, over policing. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not saying that over policing isn't an issue. It is. But black on black crime is a bigger issue, right? It's a bigger issue than police killings. Now, I'm not saying that's not an issue either. But again, the numbers speak for themselves, right? The numbers speak for themselves.
Are you the tenant on the lease? Can
Yes, I am.
Step out here a little bit more.
Yes, I am.
How long you been living there for?
4 years almost.
4 years.
Why did y'all ask me all these questions? I just stepped out my apartment.
So right now, and I'm just going to keep you as in the loop as I physically am able to right now. We're investigating a shooting that happened over here. Okay.
Okay.
And we have reason to believe that it might be tracking back to your apartment right now.
My apartment?
At least that's some of the information we've got right now. So that's why we just got to ask these questions and rule your apartment
Y'all can go in there and search whatever.
When they quickly find an object of interest.
Pique my interest.
Yeah. This oddly placed backpack.
Yeah.
30 seconds in and I'm almost done.
Well, for what it's worth, the ID in this backpack is for Don Quay White. He's definitely been involved in some shooting investigations previously.
Police find the identification of 23-year-old Don Quay White, later described as the son of the tenant and known suspect in other shooting investigations, according to police. Investigators would later identify Don Quay and his brother, 21-year-old Deontay Armstrong, as the suspects.
Why is the names different? That's his brother and the names are different? I swear to God, this is the issue. I've said this before. Single mothers are ruining the world, right? And in the black community, it is what's destroying the black community. Single mothers. Single mothers are what's destroying the black community. The black community turning into a matriarchal community, it's what's destroying the black community. I'm sorry, when it was patriarchal, right? During Jim Crow, during slavery, it was, as terrible as it was on a rise. Economically, they had the most marriages. They were growing in economic power, right? Only after Jim Crow, downhill.
Behind the shooting, after reviewing surveillance cameras in the area.
It is a ridiculous name. But I mean, okay. I mean, it is what it is.
I'd say it's a pretty good investigative lead.
Dark skin, almost like the
Yeah, he is.
Any relation to the Denver White?
With a pistol light.
Alongside the ID, police said they also found a gun bag and a pistol light inside the backpack.
You saving the big pocket for last?
Well, I wanted the gun bag first. It's just a bunch of soap in here because he's sometimes a loser. But I guess I don't know if it makes you a loser if you actually bathe and shower, but...
Good hygiene. #1 killer of armies prior to the late 20th century with influenza and other communicable diseases.
Next, police looked to talk to the resident of the apartment again.
Brought you food and all that? Okay. Is there anyone else that's ever coming in and out of your apartment or anything like that?
No, my son come say hi, mama, and that's about it.
Who's your son?
Don Quay.
Okay. That was going to be my follow-up question about the backpack with an ID for a Don Quay.
No, his baby mom brought his clothes over here. She washed them.
How long ago was that?
Yesterday.
Okay. When's the last time you seen Don Quay?
I haven't seen him. I talked to him earlier. He called me and asked me how I was doing because I ain't feeling good. But
okay. So you're checking up on you, making sure you're all good and all that. Okay. Has he been staying here with you?
No, hell no.
Where's he been staying?
He grown. I don't know. He grown. I don't know. I don't deal. No.
Who's his?
Despite family members claiming to be unaware of Don Quay's whereabouts, he's tracked down 1 week later and confronted by a SWAT team.
Police, show your hands out. Step out now. Step outside. Hands high in the air. Hands high in the air. Walk down the stairs. Walk down the stairs.
I've got it. Walk backwards. Come right back to me. Come back right.
Ma'am.
Hands behind your back, interlock your fingers, man.
This is a 23-year-old. Is that a woman? It looks like a strung out woman, right? A woman probably on drugs. I mean, she looks like, definitely looks like life hasn't been kind on her. You're a 23-year-old man, young man, and SWAT is coming after you. It's like you lived such a terrible life when SWAT has to come after you.
Interlock. You okay?
Alright, you can see her. Officials identify the man seen here as Don Quay White, one of the shooting suspects, but his brother, Deontay Armstrong, remains MIA at the moment.
These guys. Walk out this way.
She looked like Whitney when she was at her end. Yeah.
Gay shit, bro. Yep. Want to take a seat?
What am I here for?
Don Quay is escorted to the police station where officers wait for detectives.
What the f is this, bro?
Yeah, that's a good question. Is a detective? Is a detective available for an interview?
Which detective are you after?
I don't know. We were told to bring him here for a detective interview.
Okay, what's his name?
What's your name?
Y'all as slow as a Don Quay White. Y'all niggas are retarded.
Don Quay White.
How y'all do the job until I know y'all arrested us too?
I wasn't there in the green uniforms. It was a normal cop.
Well, you supposed to know something. Y'all like retarded. Let me sit down or something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know where I can go.
Don Quay is seated in an interview room when detectives arrive to begin questioning.
Hey, Don Quay. Hanging in there, man? You remember me? I just came in and talked to you? That's what I'm saying. How old are you?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Above age.
What's above age mean?
Over than 20.
Next, detectives read Don Quay his Miranda rights before continuing.
Do you understand your rights?
Yeah, man. I just shook my head, yeah, bro.
Okay. You gotta verbalize, man. I can't read your mind. All right? You good for talking?
You know what we're talking about.
All right.
I do agree that, you know what, you probably shouldn't talk without a lawyer, right? I mean, if you definitely did nothing wrong, yeah. I don't know. I hear a lot of people, right? Whether you did something wrong or not, you probably shouldn't talk without a lawyer. So I get it.
Well, your name came up in an investigation that we're working on, so we wanted to...
My name came up in an investigation. So y'all...
What do you think it's about?
I don't really care because my name came up. My name come up in anything.
Like what? Like what do you...
Don't worry about it. I'm just saying like a lot of anything. My name come up to my all type of shit. I don't know.
Probably because you do a lot of shit. Right? Probably because you do a lot of shit.
What's that?
If you had to guess, though, what would you guess?
I don't do the guessing, bro.
Okay.
They believe could explain the motive behind the attack.
So we're looking into a pretty serious case where you almost got hit by a car. Did you hear about that? Did your brother tell you about that?
He almost got hit by a car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's pretty serious, right?
Yeah.
You got witnesses that said the guy almost got hit by a car, right? We're looking into that. All right, what do you...
Who almost got hit by a car?
Your brother.
My brother?
Yeah. Tell me about that.
He told me about that. He didn't really tell me too much. He just said, like, he was crossing the street. Like, motherfucker, like, sped up the car or whatever and, like, swerved on his side. That's all he told me. I really didn't ask too much because, you know, I was waiting.
Do you seem pretty shaken up by it? Like you almost got hit by a car?
Yeah, he called me, like, and then kind of called me like he was, like, I don't know if he was, like, scared or crying at the time, but in his voice you could hear he was like, you know.
Did you say anything about trying to, like, find out who this person was?
I mean, who wouldn't? What the f? I mean, hit you, try to hit you, what you gonna do?
I didn't have the conversation.
You gonna call the police because you're a detective, y'all. That's
Jeremy, what is up? So, bro, that was you in the comments, right? In my TikTok? I didn't know that. I didn't know that you follow my TikTok as well. So that's interesting. All right. That's interesting, bro. I mean, like, you know, Wednesdays live streams are meant for you, right? If all the topics I have, you could always bring it up, and you know, we could debate it on Wednesday. Why I didn't, I mean, if that was you, right, on TikTok, why I didn't necessarily, you know, bring you up is that, you know, I wanted to give other people a bit of spotlight. So, you know, I respect you. I love you, my brother. But you know, we always have a debate on Wednesdays, right? We could always have a chat on Wednesdays, or you know, maybe I could set up a TikTok stream for you. I was drunk and just goofing. Sorry about that. No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just explaining why I didn't necessarily, you know, bring you up on the TikTok live thing. I mean, I would, but I mean, I wanted to give. There was other people, so I wanted to give, you know, people I've never talked to some spotlight, right? But like I said, right, if you ever want it, right, we could always set something up. Right? We did it before. We could always set something up where we could do something Wednesdays, or we could do something on TikTok, right? I mean, if I knew beforehand, we could definitely do a just one-on-one, just me and you. I could have those same topics or different topics, right? So, but how you doing, my brother? I hope you're doing well. I know last I talked to you, you're still in school and you broke up with your girlfriend, so I get it. Yeah, dude, I ended up picking up my buddy's shift on Wednesday. Now, okay. Working hard, my brother. That's great. I support any man working hard. I support that shit.
So, dude. But
I mean, to be honest, man, if I knew where the car went, I would probably be looking, trying to find out who was driving that car.
Like, what you think
right?
You gonna do?
I didn't have that.
What happened?
Yeah.
And I told him I'm with Lil Jones, so I called him later. We never talked about it after that, so I don't know what.
So that was it. That was it.
Yeah, done. Oh wait.
He didn't mention who did that or anything like that. I'm not trying to ask you the same thing more than once.
He just asked.
Right.
Do you know what?
Okay.
What the? I don't know. No. I don't know what the happened or if he found out who did it or not. What the? Why not? What you?
Did you tell him to do anything, or did you just kind of listen to him and like, yeah, I can't talk right now?
Female, but I don't really get into it like that when I'm with my female. I like, all right, bet, and hang up.
And that was it.
You don't understand why you are on TikTok. Well, I guess unless you don't want to get paid by it, go for it. No, it's, you know, this is the thing where why I'm on TikTok. Tan, what is up? What is up, my brother? What is up? Why I'm on TikTok is that sometimes I try to do the debate, right? I want a few times, right? I try to do the debate on YouTube, which I like to do, but it's like the last couple of times I was trying to do the debate on TikTok. I mean, on YouTube, no one really showed up, right? No one was showing up. No one was participating. No one really wanted to add to a conversation. That's why, I mean, it seems like TikTok I get a bit more traction, at least with these debates. There was a time where I was getting, I don't know. I said like the last couple of attempts for, you know, these these conversations on YouTube, I got no views, right? No one was checking out. No one was participating. So, you know, that's why I was trying TikTok. And the last few times for TikTok, you know, there's a bit of success. So yeah, fair enough. I've been okay. Could be better, could be worse. Since the breakup, I've been trying to grind it out. Love that. Yes, that's great, right? Great for focusing on yourself, focusing on you know, making that money, right? Thanks for asking though. I still got love for you, even if I get a little passionate. No, hell, I love it, right? I'm passionate, you're passionate. That's amazingness, right? I don't mind. So much respect. Like I said, right? I mean, if you saw my thing, my TikTok thing, right? We're cordial, right? Even if we're passionate, we could overtalk each other. That's understandable, right? But we don't insult each other, not necessarily, right? You've done it a few times, but you know, I understand the passion, right?
Okay.
Don Quay repeatedly denies involvement in the incident aside from a phone call, but when police confront him with video evidence, his story quickly changes.
So this, you know, Fox Ridge has cameras everywhere. Can you see that? Okay. So tell me what.
The stupidity. This is why, you know what? This is maybe controversial, You know how the UK has CCTV? I think America, right? The US should do the same. I'm sorry. I really do. I think we should have security cameras everywhere. I'm sorry. I mean, like, I think it's better for us, right? Just like how police cams have been, I believe, a good improvement. We should have security cameras. I do have an interest in development in my worldviews, though, that I want to hear your opinions on the next time we get to talk. Unfortunately, Wednesdays aren't going to work for a while, but maybe. Hell, no, even if let's say, bro, just send me a I think last time we talked through email or whatever, right? Send me a DM, send me a message. We could do it on any day. Right? I could set up just me and you, right? Even if it's, I would gladly do a whatever, a YouTube or a debate, whatever, any day. It's just that it's scheduled, right? Wednesdays are just regularly scheduled, but I mean, if it's a Tuesday, if it's a Monday, any day, right? I could reschedule things, rework things, because I'm down for having a conversation with you. It's always interesting to have a conversation with you. So you pick a day, we can make it work.
You're doing right here. I guess this is around the close time frame from when your brother almost got hit. Like, are you just out and about, or what are you doing right here?
I'm going outside. What it look like?
Okay. You don't know what you were doing what, like, prompted you to leave the apartment?
100%, right? I mean, I have nothing to hide. If I think the general public have nothing to hide, we should record it, right? I think having things recorded is better for everyone, right? Yes, it may seem like it's less privacy, but okay, so what? That's the price we have to pay, right? That's the price we have to pay because let's say if you get abused by somebody, you have video evidence. If you get mugged, if you got sadly killed or whatever, there's video evidence. So I think we definitely need more I think we should have CCTV.
Like, why did you leave the apartment at this particular time at 5:55 p.m. on?
It's summertime. It's hot. Who want to sit in the house all day? Make it make sense. You 20 years old. Who wants to just sit in the house? Be for real. Like you just gonna stay cooped up in the house.
A little bit of purpose, like you're kind of going somewhere.
You going to get a wood, just smoke, anything.
But do you remember what you're doing then? Other than just in general, you know what I mean, like.
Well, I told you, I was going to get something to eat.
Okay.
That's what came on my mouth first. I was going to get something to eat.
Okay.
I said nacho house, snack house. Like, come on, bro.
Where's that at?
In the back.
Yeah, DM me, right? I don't care. We could do it tomorrow or Thursday. Just, DM me, be sure. And I'll start something up. If you're sure tomorrow, if you're sure Thursday, I'm fine with it.
Come on,
I've never heard of a nacho house.
What'd you do in the afternoon then?
Got some food, everybody.
Now, detectives decide it's time to reveal they know more than they're letting on.
Well, we noticed on this past last Wednesday, that he called you around this time before you came out of that building. Do you remember that conversation?
He just caught.
That is the thing, right? That is the thing where why you probably should have a lawyer, because you could say stupid things, right? Because if you're lying, if you're proven that you've been lying, it already destroys your credibility. So you're better off not saying anything. I mean, I'm not trying to, educate, stupid criminals, but still, innocent or guilty, it is usually, that's why they say, if you want to remain silent, you could, and it's probably better for you.
Said come outside. That's what I'm rushing to get some food, but I was already on my way outside. So
okay.
It was
what we're investigating, in addition to him almost getting hit, is someone was shot and killed. Okay, and that's why we want to talk to you. Okay, we want to give you the chance to explain why this happened. Okay, listen for a second.
I don't know.
Listen. We know that you're responsible for that. Okay. You know that there's videos out there. You know that there's a lot of evidence, okay? We know that that happened. Okay. The thing that we don't know is why.
Do you feel remorse for what you did to this guy?
Man, I feel remorse for everything I do.
No. Do you feel bad for shooting this man?
Of course.
So why?
Like, you know,
why did you shoot him then?
Hey.
Cause what? Cause he tried to hit your brother, and that's why he.
Ain't even that. It's just like.
Man, I don't know how to say this, man, but what else to say? All right, y'all got.
See, this shit right here is worse, right, than racism. Raised by a incompetent single mother, right? You're 23. You're 23. Instead of working or, you know, focusing on bettering yourself, you're smoking, and trying to kill people, doing criminal shit. I'm sorry. How is this racism? How is this the result of racism? How is this the fault of the white man? How is this the fault of the white man where you need to take a gun and try to kill someone or kill someone else?
My brother called him, slam, left my BMC, and like I walked outside, y'all see man.
And he was like my brother yelled from across the way. And dude was kind of like, he was giving me an iffy, weird vibe. He was moving kind of fast, and it kind of scared me. Then he got to like reaching, and like I don't know what was going on. I don't know what they had going on or anything before I came outside, but he was like reaching and it made me nervous and shit. Like, I don't know. Shit. And in the streets you play is killed or be killed, you know? And I fear for my life.
Why even participate in the streets then? Why?
I feel like my brother calling me and saying whatever he said, I didn't hear what he said, but I just feel like he was go do something to me.
Don Quay admits to shooting the victim, saying he was in fear for his life, but detectives still want more answers.
How many times did you shoot him? How many times did you shoot? Okay. How many? Do you know how many times you shot?
Like 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
We need to find that gun. Do you know what you did with it?
No. Somebody took that from me.
Okay. Who was that?
I don't know who the person is, but they took it. Like, took it, like, as in, took it, like, this is, like, you know how you get something took? Like, give me this, you ain't getting it back to. So
That time, like when you guys met back up, you gave it to him, to Deontay. Then you guys kind of went off from there. Well, you do. I mean, there's video of that.
Video, you seen what you seen?
Yeah. But what you're saying now is someone took it from both of you, and you don't know where it's at now.
Ain't that what I said?
Yeah, it is what you said.
Yeah, true beautiful. What is you trying to give me to say? I don't know where it's at.
Okay.
I can't just give you answers on what happened to the gun because I don't know.
Okay.
And I'm being 100% honest. I don't know.
I appreciate that, man. Hopefully Deontay maybe has a better answer for that. Because, you know, he's the one that ran off with the gun.
Around 3 months pass before Don Quay's brother, Deontay, was reportedly apprehended by U.S. Marshals outside of Chicago. Now, we join the second suspect as detectives.
This is July 24th, 2024. It's about 5:44 p.m. You remember what you were doing that day?
I'm gonna go get high.
Okay. So that's you. You live in this building?
Yeah.
Okay. So you walked across there. All right. So that's about 5:45 p.m.
That ain't nowhere where the shooting was. Like, that ain't nowhere, like, what time was the shooting?
About 10 minutes after that.
Hell no. Hell no.
So that was just one video on the show.
5:55. If you pull that footage out, it will make sense to y'all, right?
So you're saying that camera view at 555 is not going to show you?
No, it's gonna show down Craig walking out the back door, bro. It's not gonna show me.
Is that when you called him?
Who?
Is that when you called Don Quay just before he walked out of the building over there?
No, we been called. We called Don Quay for a wood, but Don Quay don't answer for. So I called him. That's why it's like I don't mind cooperating, but I need to know I need to know that I'm gonna get some type of,
Is he saying that he's gonna snitch on his brother to have a lighter sentence? That's real classy.
We're not saying you're the shooter.
So I'm confused on.
Right, and listen, we're gonna show you this.
That's why I'm so confused on. I didn't shoot nobody.
So that's you coming back, right?
Yeah.
What did you just take from him? And just remember, you said you wanted to cooperate.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. If you, I don't know if he had I don't know if y'all could try catch shit, but when he did that, he said I fucked up. He had him in his phone, his weed, his scale. He put both of the guns right here. And he handed me his phone and weed and told me to go take it to the baby mama house. Where he dry it. I went up there, nobody answered the door. None that don't in that video don't show that nigga handed me no gun. I show I took something, but it's not no gun or no.
Have a seat for a second, okay? You just said you wanted to cooperate and be honest.
And I'm cooperating, nigga.
Okay, listen.
I had his phone I have his phone and his drugs. Literally his phone and his drugs. And he said, I'll be right back. He went to his mom's house. I went to go take his phone to his baby mama. His baby mama ain't answer.
Did you know that he just shot somebody?
I'm not gonna say that, but he said
I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
He said I fucked up back.
See, this is the thing where, I agree. This is not the majority of black people, right? This is not the majority of black people. But here's my problem. Right? I agree. This isn't the majority of black people. The problem is you can't blame the white people for your, failings when you actually don't see the actual problems for your failings. It's people like this in your community that is pulling your community down, right? That is why, okay? I'm sorry, I'm gonna be controversial, right? Over-policing is thanks to men like this. Over-policing is thanks to men like this, right? That is why there's over-policing in the community. Maybe a bit of, I don't know, maybe a bit of racism, but I think 80 to 90%, it's because of shit like this. That's why there's over-policing. So you care about over-policing? Fix this shit. Right? I don't know what else you want to say, right? The poverty rates in the black community, you want to fix that? The drugs, the baby mama shit, fix that. Fix that. And I believe that the poverty community and the poverty problem in the black community would lessen, right? I don't think we could get rid of poverty, but I definitely think it will decrease. Right? If you want to fix pretty much any problem that the black community is facing, fix the black community. That's what you should be doing. Not worrying about the white man, not worrying about the government, not worrying about anyone else outside of the community. Worry about the community.
Did you hear shots?
Yeah. And that's why I was front, and literally, it's so many people standing right there and everything.
There's a lot of people out there, yeah.
Right.
When you called him, when you called Don Quay, what'd you tell him? Did you say, hey, this guy's out here? Or did you say, hey, come outside? Or what did you say?
I called him on the phone and he said, bring a wood.
And that was it?
Yes.
Okay. So let me show you this, okay? And this is gonna make sense to you once you see this, I'm guessing, so. Okay. That's a gun in his hand, okay?
Right.
100%. Okay.
And that's when he started. That's when he started tucking him.
There's a gun in his hand right there.
Cause
Have a seat and listen. Have a seat and listen. The next frame is that.
No, bro. That's a screenshot, but I'm saying, like, if you watch the video, if you really play the video, as he get right there, he's tucking something, he's going and he's digging his pocket, like.
But listen, this is a shadow of a gun. We know someone who just shot.
Yeah.
Same hand the gun's in. Now all of a sudden it's in your, you know, his hand in the same hand to you. You know what I mean?
But that don't look like no weapon getting handed to me. It's not no shadow getting handed.
We understand what you're concerned about, right? Is because he handed you the gun, and now we don't want to know where the gun is because it is what just involved the narrative. So we need to know where the gun is.
That makes sense. He didn't hand me no gun.
Despite being confronted with video evidence, Deontay continued.
Well, it's screenshot evidence. I mean, it's not the video, but I mean, it's a screenshot of the video. I mean, he's saying stupid things, right? I mean,
Continues denying knowing what happened to the alleged murder weapon. Next, detectives dig into Deontay's sudden disappearance following the murder.
Why go to Chicago and hide out for a couple months and like?
I didn't go to Chicago and hide out.
Swap your phone and do all that stuff. Like, why do that if you didn't do anything?
First of all, that phone been my bitches. That phone been. I actually broke the phone.
We know that.
So like, come on, bro. You know what the fuck? Come on, I didn't do shit with no gun or nothing, bro.
Why would Don Quay do this to him?
Maybe if you ask him. This the same.
Do you know that they were feuding, they're beefing?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell y'all. I can't like.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Because they weren't.
Yes.
They weren't.
Yes.
They weren't beefing.
You won't, but none of that.
How did Don Quay know to come out of the building at that time?
What do you mean? If I just told you, me and Eddie, oh my God, the truck.
You pointed it out and said it was right there. It was driving through the parking lot.
But
you said that was the car.
That was the truck. But now Quay been coming outside way before the truck even. If y'all, that's why I say y'all have. If y'all not finna go get that 555 view of him walking out the building, you've been walking through that grass area before, and as you can see, you speeding through the parking lot. Before Chuck even went through the parking lot, I see parking. Now Quay turned the corner. To walk out the building at that exact time. I know y'all not finna say that. I'm not finna say that, bro. No, cause I'm sitting there trying to just make it seem like I'm just sitting here lying to y'all, or you know, no, I'm not. Cause I just told y'all I'm here for my immunity and my protection. I'm telling y'all can get me killed, nigga. If this is the same allegedly nigga that shot me, all you have to do is make a call, and I'm dead.
Listen, you need to stop banging on the table. We're done with that. I understand you're upset, but we're done.
I'm telling y'all that they have prior beef, and y'all just gonna sit here and say, no, they don't. I said they been having beef. No, they didn't. Okay. Well, on my dead granny, on my mom that's tatted, on my dead homeboy that's tatted. This nigga said, no, they didn't.
Well, if he said it, I apologize.
Hey, I'm 99% sure that man's because he took that spoon to his mom's house. So it's like, I don't, they trying to arrest me over a gun that I literally don't know this man's took it. It's not about nothing, like, I literally have no involvement, like, yes, that, like, all that shit, ooh, but that's, no, this man's had really, like, way before me, him and had an incident before. That's what I'm saying, like, he's not, like, yeah, no, but he's not allowed to tell. But if he was, bro, he could have told y'all because his people's.
Oh my God! I was thinking exactly the same thing. You ready? I was thinking exact same thing. The audacity to be a criminal and then bringing your dead mom or dead grandma's name or your dead relative's name is absolutely insane.
Like his dad, like Chuck dad, was even like before this. Named the real riding through elbow looking for Don Quay. Trying to kill that man. Way before this.
Would you pass, right?
Oh, yes! I'm 100% sure I will pass that test.
Okay. Put your jumpsuit back.
I'm merchant on my tattoos because people that's tattooed. I'm sorry. If the question was, did you grab, like, you know?
Have a seat down. I don't want.
So,
I'll put it. Did you touch it prior to after the shooting? I'll still pass. I don't know what he did. He called his people's, or I'm not that man, bro. All I know that he took it to his mom's house. And from his mom's house, I don't know where that went.
Both Don Quay and Deontay were charged with first-degree premeditated murder and felony firearm possession by a prohibited person. The brothers were each later found guilty by a jury. Don Quay was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, while Deontay was sentenced to 40 to 65.
Was that worth it? I swear, this is what I'm talking about. This shit right here is the problem, not racism, not the white man. This right here is the problem. Stop it. I've said this countless times before, right? Countless times before. Racism isn't the top 5 problem of the black community. Hell, controversially, I think it's not even the top 10. I don't think racism is a top 10 problem today of the black community. It is not. Right? It's not. I mean, believing racism, right? Right? Using racism as an excuse is probably, yeah, I think using racism as an excuse is a top 10 problem, right? I'll say that. But actual racism isn't a top 10 problem for the black community. Right? Believing you're a victim of racism, right? Believing you can't achieve anything because of racism is a top 10 problem. I'll say that, but actual racism isn't. It isn't. It's shit like this. It really is. It's just, it's tiring. It really is. Okay, so I have a few TikTok videos, right? I have these few TikTok videos. I think they're interesting and we could talk about it, right? I think these videos essentially show problems of the black community, right? In my opinion. And none, in my opinion, has to really deal with the white man, has to deal with racism, right? So let's check it out.
Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement took the Negro from a trying race to a crying race. Prior to his rise and prior to the rhetoric that we began to see in the Civil Rights Movement, it was cast down your bucket where you are, put your hand to the plow. Nobody's going to give it to you. It's up to you. Joseph H. Jackson was famous for saying, it's up to men to be men.
It keeps me from being jealous of others. It keeps me from being lost in pride when I know there's something else I could do. More growth, more power.
Are you talking about watching the anime? I don't think YouTube will allow me to do that.
More strength. Lord, make me a better man. If you're not going to be men, braid your hair and start wearing step-ins. God has carefully made you and fixed you just right, and you're trying to change it. Let men be men.
But as King was...
That was the time, right? It was the slow dying of the patriarch in the black community and the growing of the matriarch in the black community, right? This is the problem with the black community, where there aren't men. I figured you'd be in the anime. Yeah, YouTube wouldn't allow me to do that. They would definitely copyright strike me, right? So yeah, I mean, like, this is the thing where I wanted to let me see. I wanted to do, like, you know, watching animes or watching movies or, you know, watching UFC, but the only way I could do that is like if I do Rumble only streams, right? I think Kick could do it, right? Maybe Kick, probably Kick too, but I have to do it away from, like, I have to do it away from YouTube. I have no following outside of YouTube, right? I will have no viewers outside of YouTube. So really, it's unrealistic for me to, let's say, do a UFC or anime watch party when, you know, if I do it on Kick or Rumble and no one watches it, then I might as well watch it myself, right? That's what I think.
Come along in the interview, he was asked about these kinds of things, and he would say that, well, men can't be men because of housing conditions and because of this and because of that.
We haven't been men.
Okay. What do you think about the Ronda Rousey upcoming fight with I forgot her name. It's Gina Carano, right? Do it on could you do it on Discord? I didn't know you could stream on Discord? I didn't know that. Could you stream on Discord? That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind having like a UFC watch along with you guys, right? I wouldn't mind that. No. I mean, I think she's gonna get Holly Holmes, or I don't know. I mean, here's the thing: Gina Carano is like she's a good fighter back in the day, but she wasn't, top tier in my opinion, right? She wasn't top tier. I mean, well, maybe she was top tier for women, right? But still, I don't think Gina Carano would win. I think if Ronda Rousey, does her bread and butter, which is takedowns and submissions, Ronda Rousey would probably win. Now, maybe if it's a striking game, it would probably be more fair, right? Yeah, we watch the fights all the time on Discord. Oh, really? Then I'm gonna do that. Wow, Bo, I didn't know that, right? I'm gonna do that. I probably would do that. I might do that. I might do a fight watch along on Discord. That might be fun. Yeah, gotta think about that, right? I'm gonna think about that. But yeah, to be honest, is like, it's not a terrible idea, but I never really care about like legend fights, right? Because honestly, when you see these legend fights, they're kind of weak, right? It's like, it's not really that competitive. It's really like, it's more sad than actual athleticism, right? So I don't know. I mean, both of these women are in their 40s, I believe. I believe they're in their later years. So I'm not like, and they haven't really had a fight in years, right? In years, if not a decade, I believe, right? So I don't think it's going to be all that competitive or great. I mean, it might be a fun watch. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is the thing, right? It might be okay, but I don't think it's gonna be that fun to watch. I don't know. Ronda Rousey definitely wasn't like she was in her prime, and Gina Carano definitely isn't. Right? So I don't think it's gonna be that great of a fight. Or that entertaining. I don't think so.
Because of all of the conditions that we've lived with and the syndrome of deprivation surrounding conditions, whether it's in housing, in the economic area, or in schools, or in the vicious credit practices that we face in the ghetto, and all of the problems of closed doors and constant defeats.
He was giving
that shit, right? I'm sad by that, right? Martin Luther King essentially is passing down victimhood to future generations of the Black community. It's sad.
Every excuse as to why men can't be men. Think about how embittering that is. Think about how deflating that is as a young Black man to turn on the television and you see the person who you're told is the leader of the Negro telling you that men can't be men because of X, Y, and Z. As you move into the 70s, the age of indulgence, I call it, you have not only the Black militant movement that succeeded the civil rights movement, you also have second wave feminism, you have gay liberation, which would later become the LGBT movement, you have free love, you have the hippie movement. You have a lot of these things that are going on, which is basically the baby boomers who are coming of age rebelling against their parents' generation. And as a result of this, you see a decrease in marriage rates. And this was already happening. I mean, Daniel Patrick Moynihan wrote about this kind of downward trajectory that was happening, which is around the same time that King was kind of coming to the scene. I'm not laying it all at the feet of King. I'm just saying that this rhetoric, this
big bars. What is up, my brother? What is up? And yeah, I think that was one of, I mean, like, I'll give credit to Ronda Rousey, right? She was a revolutionary for women's sports, 100%, right? Ronda Rousey was a big ass name. I do think it's a black eye on her career, being such a sore loser, right? I really do. Doesn't take away that I think people don't give her enough respect. people don't give Ronda Rousey enough respect. She deserves a lot of respect. She was a pioneer for women's MMA. I mean, as if you like women MMA at all, right? But she was a pioneer. She was very big. So I don't know. I definitely think that it's a bad mark on her career for being such a sore loser.
Kind of shift in mindset doesn't get as much attention paid to it as it ought to. If you're talking to Black liberals, they blame it on systemic racism. Talking to Black conservatives, they blame it on LBJ and the Great Society. I tend to agree more with the conservative contingent and the leftist contingent. However, King was actually far more radical than LBJ. LBJ's Great Society did a lot of negative things in terms of social welfare, but King didn't believe that it went far enough. So he started what was called the Poor People's Campaign, which was meant to go further than the war on poverty. And so we let our hands off the proverbial plow and we picked up the picket signs because we believe that those picket signs will get us the liberation we so desperately needed. We were interested in revolution.
Well, here's my thing, right? Respect is not given, but it's earned. Ronda Rousey should have earned your respect. I'm sorry. I believe Ronda Rousey should earn every MMA fan's respect. Now, her sore losing, right? Her sore attitude towards losing would probably mirror that respect that she deserves. But I mean, still, she has earned respect. Her matches were dominating, were entertaining. She was a force to be reckoned with within, women's MMA. She was like, I believe, let's say if Conor McGregor was, side A of a coin, Ronda Rousey was side B. She was mad popular, right? Ronda Rousey was doing amazing things for the sport, right? A lot of eyes on the sports thanks to Ronda Rousey. So it's just, yeah, she was a sore loser, which is just terrible. She was a sore loser. I don't disagree with that.
As opposed to reformation. Reformation takes hard work, but in that hard work, there's a character building component.
That's the thing, right? The character building component. The Black community is lacking that. The Black community is lacking character building, values, morality, principles, right? Character. They're lacking that. And that is thanks to victimhood. That's thanks to handouts. That's thanks to, because of the handouts, that's thanks to the laziness, right? No work ethics. There's no work ethics in the Black community in general, right? In general, there's no work ethics.
As with your revolution, your sudden uprising is unsustainable and it will implode. You might get the facade of progress, but that progress will soon implode. And we're starting to see it. I mean, Dr. Carol Swain wrote about something similar, I think in 2005, where she saw the writing on the wall as this kind of emerging kind of fight back that we're seeing among certain white folks. Because to the extent that you instill this kind of spirit of being a protected class into Blacks by way of the civil rights movement, what we saw happen as a result of this, in my opinion, is this kind of smug disposition amongst many Blacks, this kind of freedom to be openly racist, which we see in a lot of instances today, this kind of race paranoia, seeing racism where there is no racism, I think is one of the results. And for a long period of time, many whites have been in a mode of flight, walking on eggshells around Blacks so as not to offend. But now you're seeing a certain contingent of whites moving into an age of fight. They've had enough. And so you see some white people being openly racist, and especially if you're spending your time on X and places like that. The issue that we saw with Blacks in terms of being on this kind of upward trajectory, and then around the time of the civil rights movement plateauing and then going on this rapid decline, is a result of a changing of the culture that exists not only amongst Blacks, we see it amongst whites too.
I wanted to share that. The man was speaking facts, was like intelligent, right? So I wanted to share that. That's the thing, okay? Black people had actual, right, community, actual culture, right? Actual culture, actual community. Now they don't. Now they don't. Their culture is entertainment. That's absolutely ridiculous. Really, it's absolutely ridiculous, right? It was values, it was religion, it was principles, it was moralities, right? It's work ethics, it's so much more, but now it's just entertainment. Black people culture is pure entertainment, which is sad. Your culture shouldn't be boiled down to how you entertain the masses. It's just pretty much you're a clown then.
nice things in the black community? Why can't we have nice things in the black community? This is a genuine, very serious question, because I saw a video of a white woman. She was taking a jog through the neighborhood, and she passed by this little bakery. It had these freshly wrapped brownies, cookies, cakes, and they were labeled, saran wrapped. There was like a little label in the back with everything that was made out of it, very intuitive, just in case anyone had allergies. It was actually very sweet. And right next to it, there was a jar to put money into it, because how it worked was it was an honor system. And she was just like, oh, I have to run back to the house to get money. The video cuts, and she is now holding, I think, like a brownie or a piece of cake or something. And she's just like, oh my God, I can't wait to enjoy my baked good. It's so cute, right? And I think the video even showed her putting money in the jar and grabbing the baked good. And it immediately stitched to a black guy saying that something like this wouldn't last more than 5 minutes in the black community, because they would steal all the baked goods, they would steal all the money, and then they would destroy the stand. They would destroy the glass jar that the money was in, just off of principle, right? Because how dare you even attempt to have something like that? Anything nice, anything considerate, thoughtful, sweet for other people in the community. And I thought about it, and he was absolutely correct. And it got me thinking, is being not black, obviously, but being ghetto, participating in black culture, is being like a black ghetto person inherently evil? Because here, stay with me, right? Participating in killing, stealing, abandoning your family, having just, multiple ABs, if you will, child sacrifice. It's not exactly screaming, I'm going to heaven. It just isn't. So, I guess my question is, why couldn't we have anything like that in the black community? Or why can't we just have anything nice in general? And is being a ghetto person and participating in ghetto culture, ghetto black culture, does that make you an inherently evil person? That's all I have to say.
I'll say, right, evil, I guess this may be subjective, it makes you a selfish person, right? I think if I say the worst thing that, let's say, the white community has done for the black community is poison them with selfishness, right? Poison them with selfishness. This is why they're individualistic, right? The black community is very individualistic. When there was a time where they were community oriented, right? They lack community now. It's sad. My views on John Jones, he's the GOAT. John Jones is the GOAT. John Jones is the greatest MMA fighter ever. In my opinion, John Jones is #1 pound for pound, right? The whole steroid thing or the drug thing, it mars it, but still, right? I honestly believe that yes, on certain points of his career, he probably used things to help his help his healing, right? But to be honest, like what I've seen, John Jones has never been a strength kind of guy. He's been very technical, right? John Jones, his greatest asset is his technicality, right? Is his technical abilities, right? He was a very smart athlete, right? His fight IQ was probably the best, right? Probably the best in all of MMA. The man had every arsenal in his toolbox, right? So I don't believe that he was on steroid throughout his career. I don't believe that, right? I can't. I just don't believe it, right? But I wouldn't be surprised that towards the end of his career, during DC, fighting with DC and stuff like that, he probably used it so he could heal quicker. Because I honestly believe DC was his, technically, right? On paper, DC was his toughest competition. Surprisingly, Gustafsson was his toughest competition ever, right? Surprisingly. But on paper, Daniel Cormier was his toughest opponent on paper, okay? So I wouldn't be surprised where, since he's the toughest opponent, he would use advantages to heal quicker, to be at close to 100%, because most fighters rarely ever, if never, come into a fight 100%. So I believe John Jones was trying to do that, right? He's trying to cheat the system, trying to get into a fight as 100% as possible to be optimal to fight DC. So, but I still think he's one of the best. I mean, yeah, and the worst thing about John Jones is the shit he does outside of the ring. He's a stupid ass guy, right? I mean, as smart as he is inside the ring, he was extremely stupid outside of that ring. And that's the problem. Same thing with Conor McGregor, right? Same thing with Conor McGregor. The worst things about Conor is that he does stupid shit outside of the octagon. That's what ruined his career, right? The stupid shit he does outside the octagon is what ruined his career. And plus moving up in weight. I think Conor McGregor was better at featherweight, or what is it? Bantamweight? Or he's better at 145, right? Conor McGregor was a goat at 145. But when he was starting to go up in weight, he got lazier, right? Less disciplined. So, yeah. It's sad. Conor McGregor was one of my most favorite fighters. That man could have become the GOAT. He could have, if he actually was disciplined. Yeah, this woman is 100% right. You can't have good things in the black community because people are selfish. They only care about themselves. This is why, like I said before, the only thing that's keeping the black community a community, right, is the hatred of the white man, right? It's the hatred of the white man. If you take out the hatred of the white man, black people would be fighting within themselves. Black people would, they basically are, right? Black on black crime is the highest, problem, right? Crime in the black community, right? Or one of the highest problems in the black community. But if it's not the white people, right? It's not the hatred of the white man. Oh, I think we would rise a whole lot more.
A while ago, I seen this guy on TikTok say that black people ran him out of his car rental business. And now I see exactly what he's talking about, because I've dealt with a lot of different races in this industry. I dealt with Caucasians, black, Hispanic, like any race you possibly can think of. But now that I think back to every bad situation that has happened in my business, it always is a black person. And I'm black myself. And this is really sad to say because it makes our whole race look bad, to be honest. For instance, a car stolen, stuck in several states away. They won't try to return the car. It's a black lady. Like right now, this car just came back with a big old long crack in the window. And I sent the guy pictures and I'm like, yeah, like this came from your trip. Oh, I didn't see that when I dropped off the car. Like, that's so obvious. Like, bro, it starts right here and goes all the way right to back here. How you not see that? They never want to pay for their mistakes. They never want to pay for the claims. You always have to take it up with Toro or try to come out of pocket yourself for it or try to go to court. It's like, why do y'all do this? Like, if you made a mistake, just handle the mistake and keep it moving. A while ago, I've seen it.
Yeah. I mean, it's the selfishness. You don't care about each other. You don't care about each other. And then you think that, you could have a movement, Black Lives Matters, all this shit. You don't care about each other. Like I said, if there's no hatred for the white man, there will be no black community. There will be no solidarity, right? If there's no hatred for the white man. Because you would scam each other. You would cheat each other. Like I said before, right? Why do immigrants succeed even past beyond white people? Why? Because they're a community. They know family, okay? Immigrants aren't coming here wealthy. They're not coming here wealthy, but they come here with family, right? Or family that's already here. Family that's already here. So immigrants that come here, they get loans. They get jobs. Already, they get loans or jobs. Black people would not do that for each other. Black people would not do for each other. In general, right? In general.
Get my hair done, there's always something. Like every time I get my hair done, there's always something. So I go here, right? They advertise on their website, 200, any size, any length.
Hey y'all, come see Emmy, any style. Hey y'all, come see any style, any length, $200. Come see Emmy, $200. Look at my hair. $200. Please don't scroll, just give me $200. It's only $200. Please don't scroll, just Amy shop is from good to $200. Something's big. Come see Amy.
I asked her before I sat down, how much is it? She like, oh, how long do you want it? I said, like, kind of to my waist. oh, 200. Mind you, they advertise any size, any length. So I sit down. Before the lady actually start braiding my hair, start doing my hair, I confirm with her everything. Like, I show her literally the video from their TikTok where they promoting $200 any size, any length.
Please don't scroll. Just give me 10 seconds of your time.
And I said, I want this size. I wanted this length. I got my own.
I do think it's crazy, right? I do think it's crazy. Like, I've never spent anything past $30. I mean, like, even $30 is a lot for a haircut, right? For hair. Usually I'm spending like $10. I'm spending $10 on a cut, right? Spend 200, 300. I had a girl say like, oh, she needed like $600. I was like, are you kidding me? $600 for your hair that lasts for maybe a couple weeks, if that. Oh, that shit.
Whole hair. She brings the manager. The manager goes, what size do you want? Now this is my third time showing y'all same video from y'all TikTok. And she goes, what size do you want? Mind you, she just looked through the videos. She looked through my phone, looked through the video. She goes, what size do you want? I said, you just looked at the video I showed you, right? That's the size I want small. She goes, okay, well that's gonna be $250. Girls, please stop playing in my face, please. Like every time I get my
They don't mind they don't mind robbing from each other, killing each other, scamming each other. They don't mind. Right? This is the thing, right? Usually, right? This is why in real life, black people don't fear the cops. They don't fear the cops. They're not worried about the cops. What they're worried about, what they fear is each other. If you listen to actual black people, when they're honest, right? When they're honest, they're not scared of the cop. They're not. They would call the cop if they have a problem. What they are scared of, what they have a fear of, what they worry of is people like them, right? People with their same complexion. That's what black people will worry about, right? That's what black people care about more.
Thank you for calling Vivian Homes. This is Mrs. Clark. How can I help you today?
Hey, this is Talia Williams. I was calling because FlexPay was supposed to pay my rent and they didn't do it, so I'm basically trying to see what y'all gonna do about that. They didn't pay my rent and I'm not trying to get kicked.
Okay. What unit are you? Sorry.
I'm in A3. Yes, in A3.
Okay. And you said FlexPay? I'm not familiar with that.
FlexPay is an app that I use to be paying my rent. That's how y'all get rent money every month. And I just paid them back, like half of the money back. But they didn't pay it this month. And y'all put a note on my door. So I'm trying to see what y'all trying to do because I'm not finna, like, y'all need to fix this.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you communicating, but however, I still need to let you know that there's a late fee amount that's applied to your account tomorrow. What date can you promise to have the full amount paid by?
I'm not paying a late fee. I told the other dude to answer the phone. I don't have the money for the rent, so how I'm going to pay a late fee? FlexPay was supposed to pay my rent. They did not pay my rent.
Then why don't you go up? This is the thing. I didn't even know what FlexPay was, right? I didn't know what FlexPay was. So I looked it up. It's like a program, a business or whatever. It's like buy now, pay later kind of shit where I think this company, they pay half of your rent now. So they split up your rent. So they pay half and then pay half later. Well, they say they do you, right? Where you only need to pay half now, pay half later to them while they pay the full amount of your rent. Like, seriously. But here's the thing, right? You have no spare money. Right? One, you have no spare money. You had to use this account. You had to use this shit to FlexPay. Sounds like something the poor's use. Well, she doesn't have rent money. But this is the problem, right? This is my problem, okay? When we talk about this, right? We talk about the white man, right? White man keep us poor. The government keeps us poor. You had money for a vacation. This is why you listen to people, right? Where you listen to people and they will tell you, right? They will tell them themselves. She had money for a vacation. This stupid ass woman had money for a vacation. That money could have used to save, budget, invest, right? But no, You want to spend your fucking money on a vacation. On a vacation. You spent all your money on a vacation. You have no backup money for emergency. Let's pay a rent. This is why I just don't believe when people say shit. I'm sorry. Oh my God, the white man is making us poor. This, that. I don't believe you.
So y'all need to give me more time to pay my rent is what I'm saying. Without the late fees. I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, Miss Williams. You still will have your late fee, or you will receive a notice for 3 days to pay or quit. So there's nothing that we can do about your rent except your money.
I'll be down now. I'm finna come down now. Bye.
What are you going to do if you come down there? Start a fight? Your argument should be with FlexPay, right? The company you're trying to use to, I don't know, split your rent in half, right? That's who you should be arguing with. They should have paid your rent. Again, this right here is a problem in the black community, right? She spent all her money on a vacation. She had enough money for a vacation, right? She had enough money for a vacation. It's like there's no delayed gratification in the black community. I need it now. I need my jewelry now. I need my vacation now. I need my Benz or BMW or my luxury car right now. I need the shit right now. I need my jewels. I need my grill. I need my hair. I need my clothes right now. No delayed gratification. No idea of, you know what, financial education, investing your money, saving your money, budgeting your money. Yeah, that is the problem in the black community.
What are y'all thoughts on this situation here? A mom faces criticism for hosting a baby shower for her 12-year-old daughter and her 13-year-old boyfriend. And the mom said people need to stay about her business. As long as her daughter has a healthy baby, it's fine with her. What do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts on this situation here? A mom faces criticism for hosting a baby shower for her 12-year-old daughter and her 13-year-old boyfriend. And the mom said people need to stay about her business.
People need to stay out her business. Bitch, you post that shit. People would not know her business if you didn't post that shit. We have stupid people. We have, like, the last woman was low IQ, right? Like Evil Eddie said, this woman is low IQ. She created the next generation of low IQ people. Most likely, definitely, she's a single mother. I've said this countless times before. She's a single mother. She will then create the next generation of single mother. You think this stupid ass, immature boy will be with this stupid ass young girl for forever? Fuck no. He's 13. You think a 13-year-old even understands the idea of commitment? The idea of commitment? I believe once he hits 18 or hell, probably 16, he will be leaving her ass. She will be a single mother. No doubt, 100%. She will be a single mother. I swear to God, I will be kicking. If this was my daughter, my daughter, I would be kicking her out. I'm sorry. You think you're an adult? You want to fuck like an adult? You want to have a kid like an adult? You will be living like an adult. You will be living like an adult. Paying your own bills, taking care of your own shit, taking care of your own baby. You will be living like an adult. You will be living like an adult. I mean, like, I don't know how you do it, right? She's 13. She's 12. I don't know if you could kick her out. Maybe you could. I mean, I'm gonna figure out a way. I'm sorry. I'm gonna figure out a way. The absolute disgustingness of this 12-year-old having sex with this 13-year-old. Why isn't he beaten up? Why wasn't he beaten up? This is the thing. I find this funny, right? I don't support this. But the insanity that we have groups out there that will complain. Let's say hypothetically, he was an 18-year-old boy, right? He was an 18-year-old man that that impregnated this 12-year-old girl. That's when we talk about it. Oh, the manipulation, right? The manipulation, all this shit. But it's okay. There's no talk about it where this 13-year-old boy impregnated this 12-year-old girl. We still get the same results, the same outcome. You should, if you care about one thing, you should be caring about the other thing, right? You should. It's the same results. You still get an impregnated 12-year-old girl, right? They should have sex, period. This right here is the result of feminism. This is right here is the result of lack of fathers, lack of good fathers, right, in the household, in these kids' lives. I guarantee you, this stupid ass boy is also raised by a single mother. Ain't that something, right? Probably raised by a single mother, definitely raised by a single mother, will become a baby daddy, will become a single mother. Another poison in the black community. No racism whatsoever. Where's the white man? Where's the white man in all this? Where's the government in all this shit? Well, probably besides the welfare check, right? Probably besides the welfare system. I probably agree with that. Enablers, enabling this debauchery, this insanity. Absolutely disgusting.
As long as her daughter has a healthy baby, it's fine with her. What y'all think?
You're sick, right? A healthy baby? You're literally destroying your daughter's future. Literally destroying your daughter's future. It's absolutely stupid.
Guys, I've been waiting to tell y'all this, but I'm pregnant again with another one. And this is the, I'm not gonna show too much of my information, but this is the baby. And I'm happy to be a mother of two at 18. And yeah, I'm so happy for this new baby that's coming in town. And we are excited. Are you excited? Huh? Now, this is another thing that I'm going through right now. So now that I am pregnant again, my mother did tell me I have 30 days to leave her house because I am bringing another child in. And I would love if you guys would just support me and watch my videos so I can get paid and things like that. And yeah, yeah, that's that. A poor, broke mom that's gonna get kicked out in 30 days with 2 children. Well, got one and one on the way.
And we had idiots arguing with me, right? This is the thing where I'm not a supporter of abortion. I'm a supporter of people being responsible, right? People aren't aborting kids because they're too poor. No. People are aborting kids because they're irresponsible. Period. They're irresponsible, right? And they know that, you know what? Because they're irresponsible, it's too much responsibility, right? This woman is stupid, right? 18, living under your mom's roof, and you have one, right? One baby, and now you're gonna have another. Probably by a deadbeat boy, right? Probably by another deadbeat boy. This right here is another problem of the black community. No white man involved, no racism involved. Most likely, single mother raised her. Now she would become a single mother. Right? I doubt. You gotta imagine, right? What type of man you got pregnant by, right? Who he's not supporting you. You're about to be kicked out of your own house, right? Your mother's house. He can't support you, so now you're begging online for the help of strangers. This shit is just, this is what I'm talking about. It's the tiring. It's the tiredness, right? Stupid ass people, stupid ass women getting pregnant, right? So it's like, she would have been better off a virgin, right? She would be better off a virgin. Better off. This is the thing, right? I had, like, again, when I had the TikTok live, the TikTok debate, they're saying, oh, should women like be punished for one night of fun? Are you stupid? They shouldn't even have that shit. One night of fun? Stop promoting the debauchery. Stop promoting the stupidity. All right? Stop promoting this shit. She's 18. I swear to God, she should be a virgin. She should be a virgin. She should be focusing on her schoolwork and or focusing on finding a good man that will marry her, right? That wouldn't leave her in this predicament. Brent, what is up, my brother? What is up, Brent? That's what she should be focusing on. Focusing on her education and focusing on finding a stable man to be with. But what she got is pretty much no education, broke, and a baby daddy, probably to a deadbeat man, deadbeat boy. Great shit right there.
So I'm starting a baby daddy beat up service. Let me know. The prices will be varied. So depending on how big the nigga is, will be how high price it is, and also depending on how many kids you have with the nigga. The more kids you have with him, the higher the price, because that's your own fucking fault. But other than that, let me know. So I'm starting a baby daddy.
Entrepreneurism of black people. I love it. Absolute stupidity, right? Instead of, you know what, making an actual business, you look stupid and you focus on stupid ideas. And then we have a lot of women, right, all for it, right? A lot of women all for it. This shows you how stupid a lot of women are. Giving kids to a lot of men they hate. I've said this before, right? I said this before. The abortion shit got all that crap on his face. Yeah, it's got all that crap on his face. All this crap in his face, fake grill, and all that shit. It's like, whatever. Right? All these women, right, are having kids by men they don't want, or men that don't want them. Stupidest shit ever. Stupidest shit ever. Really is. Really is. Right? Another problem in the black community. Violence. You want to beat up brothers of your own complexion. And you think Black Lives Matter? Seems like they don't. All right, guys. That is it for tonight. Brent, I love you, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. Evil Eddie, love ya. Big Bars, I love you, my brother. Right? Red Door was here. Dizzy was here. Alan was here. Right? Love ya. Right? Guys, you guys are amazing. I love you. Thank you for all stopping by. Evil Eddie, I love you, my brother. Right? I love you. Thank you for being here. Like I said, right? I've said this before, right? For Wednesdays, right? When I have the call-in show, if you guys want to call in and just chat about anything, right? You want to talk about sports, which you don't want to talk about UFC, MMA. You want to talk about whatever, I'm down, right? Wednesdays are flexible, right? Really? Let's check it out.
Step in, take a seat, bring your mind to the table. No need to raise your voice just to prove that you're able. We build, not break.
Every point that we make,
Let it breathe.
let it land, give and take.
Thank you guys for being here. I love you. Check out Evil Eddie. Great song.
You speak, I listen, no rush to reply. Let the silence sit, let the tension pass by. No cheap shot. God's throne, no need to defend. Just ideas on the floor, let them bend.
No winner, no loser in sight.
Just a spark
In the depth of the night, sharpen thought, not the blade of pride.
let the truth decide.
Respectful debate, elevate the mind. Different views, but the tone stays kind. Turn the heat down.
This is gonna be my TikTok intro song. My TikTok intro.
Respectful debate,
Rhythm in the flow.
push it forward, let the inside grow.
No need to tear down just to feel right.
We rise together in the same light.
Yo, Evil Eddie. Great lyrics.
You challenge my view, I welcome the test. Not a threat, just a chance to refine what's best. No talking past, no twisting the frame. We stay on point, we stay in the game.
Break it down, no ego in the way.
Let the facts breathe,
Let the thoughts sway.
calm minds cut deeper than a shout ever could. Turn
Brent, I love you, my brother. Thank you guys for being here.
Respectful debate, elevate the mind. Different views, but the tone stays kind. Turn the heat down, let the light come through. Best conversations come from me and you. No, 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 no. No need for war when words can align. Different paths, but the goal is to find.
I love the lyrics.
Something real in the space we create.
That's the power
Of a respectful
debate.
I love it, guys. I love you guys, right? Thank you guys for all the support. Please check out my other videos. Please comment. Please subscribe if you haven't, right? Please like them. Check them out, right? Please, right? It helps me out if you guys check out the other videos. That is it. That is it for tonight. Later, guys.